Oh, you're drinking tequila?
Yeah.
Oh, you are fucking yourself, buddy. Hoo, hoo,
All right.
hoo.
So as you guys can see in the we got a little title page now. It's fancy.
I had fun once and it was horrible.
I'll have you know it says I had fun once and it was awful.
Mhm.
So as a little recap for you guys,
Who came up with Dice and Degenerates?
6.
Preach.
So just a reminder for you guys, as a little recap, you guys found yourself in the service of the Consulis by the name of Lascaris, a imperial noble whose house seems to be within Grand Huron. This happened after you managed to get seemingly rescued from a Kazarim slaver ship by the appearance of an imperial naval detachment. So, finding yourselves in Grand Huron, you had just received orders from a man by the name of Mr. Pharaoh, advising you of a task that the Consulis would like you to complete, which was to locate a flare priest between here and the Black Fort. Now, those of you who Now, those of you who remember, you're still inside of the building. And Mr. Pharaoh is still at his desk. So we can go ahead and start whenever you guys are comfortable.
Sam.
Yeah, I don't think I need to do anything else. I asked my questions and I got my cloak.
You
So I'm
might
good.
need to just fix your little icon thing down the bottom. That's about it.
Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you.
You too.
Bang, right there.
Thank you.
Holy shit, Mizuno turned into a fish person. Look at that.
I totally forgot how long my name was.
Other
Oops.
than Clank is ready to proceed.
Right, are we...
Suppose we should go.
So we need to go meet up with a patchwork priest?
Yeah.
Not familiar with those lot, but I'm excited to see what comes of it. Should we go and get some health potions? Or some
As long
extra
as I can
gear.
Put it in my body.
Can you hold...
Oh, if you would wait one moment, as Mr. Pharaoh is still standing at his desk. Apologies, I had almost forgotten this. He rummages in a little storage container at his foot until he seems to pull out a little bit of a necklace. It seems that you were going to require this if you wish to locate the priest. Unfortunately, I can't give you an exact location of him. As he puts the little, what seems to be a fang, held just with a fang and a string made into a necklace, essentially. He puts the necklace down on the little desk and just waits for one of you to grab it.
Any takers? No?
What
Alright.
is that, Mick? What is it?
Oh.
Well,
I'll pick up the necklace while he's talking.
Mr. Pharaoh kind of sighs a bit. I suppose you don't know what a telehedron is.
I
Tell a who?
do explain for my friend here.
Okay, and he rubs his forehead. That might take a little too long. Look, the priest is in possession of a telehedron. When you point the fang in the direction of the telehedron, the fang will glow. It'll glow a bright blue and begin to vibrate. That way you know you're traveling in the correct direction.
It's kind of like a lighthouse, but it's not.
Well, a lighthouse shines a beam of light.
It's similar concept.
It's a way to track down the patchwork priest.
Oh, yeah,
correct?
I kind of figured that, but
Mizuno
That's the only
statements
thing.
hurt brain.
Well, thank
Why?
you for the equipment. It will definitely make our jobs easier.
aye.
Can Aldak ask a question real quick?
Go ahead.
Does the Flayer Priest know that we have one of these, or is he unaware?
The priest knows that you are searching for him.
Is this a consensual finding or a?
Yes.
we're finding-
The priest has been made aware of the arrangement.
Question: Do we have
Yes.
to worry about anybody? Well, I know that flare priests are nice people and all, but you never know how things are. Is there anybody, out to get him that we might have to worry about, or just figured I asked?
Sefero sighs for a little bit and then just thinks on it. Well, he is quite old, so
Oh,
enemies across the ages, I suppose. But these priests don't exactly, generate any ire towards themselves, if that makes sense.
so the biggest thing is stairs and stuff like that. Understood.
Yes, I would be. The King's
Stairs
Road to the
across
Black
walls.
Fort. Yes, but the King's Road on the way to the Black Fort is rather inundated with bandits, so I would maybe be careful.
Clank has a question.
Okay. What is your
I am Clank.
question? I understand.
Clank would
You've
like-
identified yourself.
Good. I'm just confirming. Clank would like to know which body parts this priest has got flayed, which ones are ribbed, and I don't mean that in any sexual manner. I just do not have the descriptive words for
Cassian audibly and visually gags.
Stefero looks very uncomfortable. I cannot tell you. I've never met the priest myself. The consulis has, but that's about it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I did not want to misidentify this priest. Please
Well,
forgive
it'd be
me.
rather difficult to do that.
Well, there could be multiple on the road. Just saying.
Oh, I think I took too many too quickly.
Oh no, Scythe.
What, shots?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
well. Closet, get his character sheet ready. You might have to, you might have to backseat.
Okay.
Okay.
Out of character. Remember he Mr. Pharaoh did hand you guys about 100 gold
Yeah.
to purchase any supplies you might need.
I'm gonna lay down now.
Alrighty, guys. What should we spend with that coin? We should
Took
probably
like
spend
4
it.
in 10 minutes. That was a very stupid idea.
Yes,
Oh,
it was.
that's terrible.
Anyway.
Well, we don't really have a lot in the way of healing. If the cleric runs out of spells in the terms of healing us, we are up Shit's Creek without a paddle.
That moonshine will give you 4-wheel drive.
I believe we should go find a vendor and get some health potions.
That would be wise.
If not
Thanks.
health potions, a medicine kit to at least reduce any further wounds that we may.
You see, Red Bull will give
Obtain.
you wings, but that tequila will give you 4-wheel drive.
He is fucked.
Scythe, please.
He is fucked already, dude.
Well, we're in the capital, so we're definitely bound to find somebody selling stuff somewhere.
Not the capital.
We're not at the capital. We're at a
No.
big ass. You know what I meant.
We are in a very large
Okay,
city.
Did we ever find a way to divvy up the gold, or is it all just
Clank is holding all of it right now.
Clank, what are you gonna do with that gold?
He explained it earlier when I asked him. He said he has no reason to go and hoard it all. He's simply holding it as it would be more secure with him.
Yes, that is what
Right,
I
I
was going to say.
remember
I remember this.
I guess we both remembered this.
We all three remembered it. Regardless, we should go, and I'm not sure what the pricing here is for health potions, but if we have anything left over, we could possibly use that for any extra equipment we may need, extra rope,
I
possibly
don't
extra
think we need
weapons.
rope. Posh Elfman has tons of rope, and we were bondaged.
Fair enough. You are correct. Thank you for reminding me. But any gold that we have left over, we should put back for other things.
I've been meaning to buy myself some supplies myself, so. And like he said, apparently the road's tropped with bandits, so. We
We
should
sh-
probably keep our guard up.
We
should
sh-
be fun.
We should also make haste. I believe that we are on a timetable, correct? And I'm gonna look towards the dude at the desk.
Well,
I don't know. Alright.
you're going to. There's not quite exactly a timetable, but you need to meet the priest before he reaches the city. Otherwise, it would look rather unwell on the consulas.
Let us meet him at the gate, but plus 5 meters, so that way we meet him before the city. We never have to leave.
Yes, but I think
Mr.
that would.
Farrow looks a little annoyed at this statement.
This was
I-
a joke.
Well, we in theory only have to travel as far as the closest crossroad between major highway or major roads, and then we could wait there.
We could. I'm just worried about this priest's safety, especially if there
I
are
mean-
bandits inhabiting the road.
That's why I asked. Bandits are always an
I
issue.
was gonna say Aldak speaks up and says, keep in mind that the sir here said that there are bandits along the road, so we should probably meet with the priest as quickly as possible rather than waiting. in
Yes,
case
my thoughts
definitely.
exactly. Yes.
But again, I don't mean to speak ill of him, but a set of stairs sound more of a enemy than a bunch of bandits.
I get where you're coming from, but I also want to expedite this job, as we may get a better pay grade, or we may get some other benefits from it.
Oh, definitely.
Regardless, I'm also pretty bored. I would like to go and see the Empire and what it has in store. I've heard rumors, but I'm not sure how it looks outside of the city walls. I saw something
Most
from.
of it doesn't reek of fish guts.
I hope that is not the case. I'm
Aldak
still.
is gonna Aldak. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm still recovering from the chunks that I blew on the way in here. I would like to keep my the meal that I had earlier in my stomach.
Aldak is gonna speak up and say, well, let's not bother Mr. You said his name was Pharaoh?
Farrow, yes.
Pharaoh. Let's not bother any more of Mr. Pharaoh's time. Let's have these conversations while on the road to our target, shall we?
Agreeable.
I agree.
Yes. Clank agrees.
With
We
that,
did not
Aldak's-
come here. Sorry.
Yeah,
my
with
apologies.
that, Aldak's gonna kind of lead the way out.
All right, let's find a vendor, get some health potions, and be on our way.
I suggest we also get maybe a tent as well, but that can wait.
I think
I don't know
I
how
think
the
our gear
distance
came with
is.
like sleeping bags and shit, right?
Yeah, there are little bedrolls
Then yeah.
with your adventure gears.
Do
Amazing.
you really want to sleep outside?
Yes.
Well,
Clank does not concern.
It's fucking hot up here, dude.
That's very fair.
I think it would also be a little bit more subtle if we weren't setting up a tent and setting up a campsite, at least a very noticeable campsite every
Well-
time we stopped on the road.
You southerner, fuck! It's not Warhammer. Shut up.
Northerners.
It's northerners. I know. You northerners are quite soft. I might recommend you bring a tent.
I'll
Mm,
personally,
Based on
I'll be
Big
fine.
Ears' suggestion, we should probably.
What did you just fucking call me?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh
Called you big ears.
my!
I'm surprised
I'm
you did
co-
not hear it.
I'm
Hey,
Cassian is going to grab Isse's shoulder and like dig into it like he doesn't fucking miss. Like he doesn't fucking miss.
Please, let us leave. We
R-
did not
right.
come here to fornicate arachnids.
Yes, please. Let's.
Fornicate.
Good Mozzie joke. I didn't come here to fuck spiders. Anyway,
Oh,
Cassian
I
will
get
go
it.
through the door. He will follow Aldak.
Means we didn't come here to waste our time.
Oh, I love it.
As you're exiting the building, you can hear Mr. Farrow. Until your return, I suppose.
Wicked
until-
pissa, chief. Let's go.
Until we return.
As you exit the building, you enter onto the streets of Grand Huron. As always, a very busy metropolis. I would move you to another image, but for whatever reason, it's not working. So I'm just going to put you back onto the
Is
port
that a
image.
Minecraft chicken sound I just heard?
I don't think it is
What
it?
the
No one's
fuck?
recorded
No.
new
I'm
sounds
gonna
in 30
disconnect here
years.
real quick. I'll be on here shortly.
Gotcha.
Heck, I
Also,
have whiskey.
Okay. As I said, you're back onto the streets of Grand Horn, right outside of the Lascar's trading house.
so I think we're gonna look for a vendor for healing potions unless someone else wants to go and look for something else specific before we do that. I know that I want to go look for, or at least get some extra health potions passed out.
Could I get my hammer enhanced?
Possibly, but remember, you only have 100 gold
Yes, I think we.
between
thought
all
I
of
had-
you.
Oh, I have more gold of my own, but I'm not gonna spend it on it. Never mind. I also wasn't there
So-
for that part, if you remember.
Yeah,
Right,
he
yeah, you
went
were
through it.
correct. So you all, so you might not exactly have enough money to take any big projects like.
Not yet, at least. We need to start small, work our way up.
I do want to check out a weapon shop, just for minor things.
Well, how about this? If we all want to go do different things first, I know I'm going to stick with Mizuno, but if we all want to go and look for certain things or do other tasks, we can meet at the northern end of town on our way to the road to the Black Fort.
I shall secure proper provisions of food and other amenities.
That is much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Mizuno, I believe I will be traveling with you as we can go and procure the healing potions as well. Clank, would you mind coming with us since you are technically holding all of our money?
We have a walking, talking piggy bank.
Please. He is more than just a piggy bank.
Well, I
Please.
know that.
He is also a calculator.
I put those coins up his butt, and they're still there.
That is
Seems
a.
to be a piggy bank to me.
I don't think that is his.
The mental image that is in my mind did not need to.
Yes,
exist.
I believe that is not.
Urge to throw gold into river increasing.
Please do not do that. Clank.
Threat level 12.
Clank, would you please come with me in Mizuno? Isse, would you like to accompany us, or would you like to go and do other tasks and meet us at the northern road?
Oh, he's not here. Chris left.
No, I'm asking
No, he's
Isse.
potatoes. Isse.
Yeah, potato.
Question,
What?
how will
Well-
an elephant man pay for food?
Well,
I have my own money, shit boot.
Okay, you pay for all of our food.
I,
You silly bitch. Imagine using your own currency to fund an adventure.
it's not exactly my
Isse,
currency.
my fellow associate, would you like to travel with me, Mizuno, Aldak, and Clank to go and procure some more weaponry and health potions, or would you like to go with Scythe? What's your character's name again?
Ulgu.
Would you like to go with Ulgu to go and get us provisions?
I
It would
suppose
seem
I will travel with
unfair.
the majority of the party.
Fine, fuck yourself.
It would seem unfair to
Well-
leave Ulgu by his
Well,
own.
here,
I
Here,
am
let-
quite
let-
a big boy.
let-
I
let-
can
let me-
handle myself.
let me even
I wasn't
out
saying you
the number games here. I will go with Ulgu to go and procure the provisions.
I would rather. I would rather do it myself.
Don't let him, he'll get us weird food.
I know what you people eat. Do not worry.
What do I eat?
You
Don't
nothing.
eat.
Exactly, good. None of this concerns me.
I mean,
Back, sorry.
as if you insist, Ulgu, just meet us at the northern road, or we can come and find you.
Don't worry about it.
All right, stay safe.
So for some context, Chris, it looks like Clank, Mizuno, Cassian, and Isse are going to go buy some potions and look at some equipment. Ulgu is going off on his own to grab some food, and he's planning on meeting the party at the northern road outside of the city.
Okay, I'll go with him to find equipment and gear and stuff.
Okay. I thought you said you're going with Ulgu, and I was about to say, oh no. All right. So the 5 of you are going off to buy potions, and
Racist.
then it is Scythe. Because you guys are split, and because more of you are handling the potion thing, I'm gonna handle the potion stuff first, and then Scythe, we're gonna get back to you. That way, Scythe,
Okay.
you can at least run in a circle and not be so shit-faced right now.
Yeah.
Get some water,
I'll
brother.
give you time.
Yeah.
I'll give you time to try and sober up.
I wanted to try and beat my record. It didn't work.
You fucking idiot. Alright. So, for the rest of you. Now, the Scarce Trading House is in the Citadel District of Grand Huron, one of the interior sections. If you, right outside of the trading house, there is a rather large map, kind of like a large community board of sorts, pasted alongside a, what seems to be kind of a guardhouse. From what you can tell, if you were to travel a little bit to the west, you'll find what's called the Great Coin District. This looks to be a very large market section.
Who needs markets? Markets are for pussies.
You're not here. Well, shall we head to the coin district then?
I suppose we shall. That's probably the best to find what we're
I
looking
am
for.
technically a foreigner here. Please do not let me get lost. I would not like to cry for my mummy.
Gotcha.
Now you're a grown adult.
Yes, but I do miss my mother. And I would not like to be lost here. Let us go forth. And Cassian will go forth.
Let's go forth.
Onwards. Find. Push ahead. Push ahead. Can I do... are we doing
So,
checks for stores?
sorry, say again?
Are we doing rolls for stores? So like perception?
In a bit, I'll see what I know what you're getting at. Give me one moment. And, okay. So, the Citadel, while you notice that Grand Huron is quite large in size as you're traveling from the Citadel District to the Coin District, as the Citadel District seems to extend for ages, it's quite a while before you start realizing there's any sort of, indication that you've come upon markets. It's not until you can see what seems to be like a small horde of street performers acting about right outside the entrance to the market district. There's a large archway protected by guards that seem to be preventing anybody that looks a little too unfortunate from entering the region or the district.
No, I think that's what we're looking for.
Clank wants access.
It
I
does
mean,
seem
surely that they'll let us through.
the riffraff out.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm in a simple tunic. You guys are a little overdressed, I guess, but it shouldn't be an issue, I wouldn't think.
I forgot.
shit,
I forgot you were just in your tunic. You did not put on any armor.
Yeah,
That just
grab that
occurred to
eventually.
me.
Shit.
Well, I am of the impression that they will not send away anyone that has a lot of coin to spend.
That would be bad for trade.
Well, then let us approach them. Do not let me do the talking. We
I
probably
will
not get into-
I will gladly do some of the talking. So I guess we approach the entranceway.
As you do, the two guards at the little arch look you over. As one of them moves up a little bit with his palm facing you and hand stretched out. He's like, "You can enter, but you can't have your servant come in." As he points to Mizuno.
Servant?
My
Clank does not touch his own equipment.
my
Clank requires the slave
I
/ servant.
I apologize. My fellow acquaintance here is not my servant. He is a marine in the Imperial Navy. He just decided to
Former Murray.
regardless, former military, a veteran. I really do believe you should let someone who has served your country so well enter and spend a good amount of coin. I'm gonna rub my my middle finger and my thumb in front of me. Give the most charming smile I can.
The guard in front of you just kind of looks you up and down for a little bit. The one in back kind of just has a bit of a scowl as he's looking at Mizuno, and he just spits off to his side. All right, you can pass. Just don't cause any trouble.
Of course,
He
sir.
kind of just
I'll
walks
be
back
on
to
my
his
best behavior. I so do promise.
Thank you very much. I will nod to him and go through.
Thank you, Metal Man. Thank you, other Metal Man.
No problem.
As you enter the district, your first hit with just how many temporary stalls there seem to be. There are hundreds of people there just hawking whatever wares they can, what seems to be just merchants from all over. While there are buildings and other large shop-like areas, it does seem to be that most of them are covered, if not surrounded, by these small wooden stalls, just throwing any valuables they can at anyone who need looking for wares of any sort.
Sorry.
No, go on.
That impoverished, do I?
Well, you're not really giving the opinion that you have status.
No, I kinda don't have status, but
Well, you were a soldier of the country, were you not?
This
That I
so much easier
was.
to solve when I was a drug addict.
Well, I'm from, veterans are treated with some dignity and honor. Are things different here in the Empire?
yeah, I guess they can be. They
Oh,
might have just been bored and wanted to pick on somebody.
True. It also depends on how you carry yourself. Make sure your chin's up and your shoulders are pushed back, and act like you're the most important person in the room.
as
You're
befits
starting
your
to sound like
heritage.
my captain.
Well,
Tits up, gentlemen.
Aldak is going to look at him and say, "We have enough people like that in the Empire. We don't need any more. Some humility for yourself will go a long way."
I'm not an egocentric individual. I'm just saying the way you carry yourself in front of other individuals to give a good first impression.
I don't look that impoverished. It's a cloak. It's a simple tunic.
Well, it also
I
could
gotta
be like,
look around. I don't look poor, do I?
does he look poor compared to everyone in the market?
You know what? Go ahead and roll me perception.
Gotcha. I'll do it. Oh. Do you look like a peasant? Who knows?
So, Mizuno, as you look around, you don't seem to notice like you don't look that different than the people here. But as Cassian looks around, he notices that a lot of these people are wearing, well, much nicer. While they might be simple clothes still, the quality is obviously higher than the simple tunics that Mizuno is wearing, and it seems that either you're looking at someone who might be a little bit more well off, or mercenaries and soldiers looking for gear in this area. Mizuno kind of stands out as somebody who might not have two coins to rub together.
So, like I said, it's all about appearance. You have to look like you have status, and more importantly, especially around here, money. Like, look at that lad over there. Simple, but look at the design. That has to be a very expensive robe he has on.
But expensive clothes don't last very long on
I-
long sea voyages.
This is true, but to those guards, they don't really care about that. They get paid a salary to sit on the asses and bully people.
I was gonna say Aldak kind of looks at him and says, "Keep in mind too that all they care about is the clothes you're wearing." Hold on, where the fuck was I going with that? They don't understand the effectiveness of our clothing, as they haven't really served in any sort of way.
Exactly.
They're
Oh,
watching
yeah.
guard over a town of a shopping district,
That-
whereas
that-
you and I have been like out on the actual fields of battle.
Exactly. They get
Field on the sea.
they,
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah.
get paid a salary to sit on their asses and judge people. I believe you should carry yourself with a bit more honor, my friend. You're a former soldier. Same with you, Ardak. You served your country.
What's that old expression? Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor.
Never heard of that, but I can see why you would hold it so dearly. Anyway, we should go and find these health potions. I'm sure Ulgu is waiting for us with that grumpy expression on his face.
I'm sure he is. Let's head out.
So I guess we're gonna look for a vendor with potions.
Okay. As I said, there are plenty of stalls around that are hawking wares.
Okay.
You can see various different alchemical stalls, but if you'd like to stick with the stall, you could, or you could maybe go into one of the nicer type of stores.
Do we want to stick with simple and cheap, or are we trying to explore and window shop?
Always window shop, but we probably don't want to keep you waiting.
Yeah, so
We are also, yes, we are on a time schedule. We
That-
do not want to delay
Good point.
finding
Let-
priest.
Could I roll for seeing if I could remember the cheapest shop in the area? Since
Sure. Go ahead.
What do you want me to roll?
Roll history, because that's the. Okay.
good shit.
You do recall an alchemical shop, not exactly a shop per se, but a stall that seems to have taken over an overhang, a short distance from.
I'm gonna mention it to the group and say we should probably head there.
Lead on.
Right,
You know-
I'm gonna lead
One
them towards that area.
Okay, go on.
I'm gonna lead them towards that area. That stall thing. Place.
Yeah, I got you. I was just DMing you something. Okay.
Hmm?
So you finally make your way over to through a lot of these stalls. Occasionally, some desperate merchant runs up to you on your way and tries to beckon you to come into his stall to buy his equipment. But it sort of fades away in the noise of the busy market. Eventually, you finally reach the little alcove, not an alcove, but an overhang that seems to be left alone, where a small stall has grown into almost like a small store of sorts. An older man sits on a stool, surrounded by a vast array of potions, smoking a very awkwardly sized pipe.
Hello, sir.
Who's listening to Red March?
I might be.
What?
Hello,
I said
sir.
I might be.
Hello, sir. We are here to take a look at your wares and see if you have any health potions for a journey ahead.
Is this the shopkeeper closet?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. As he kind of strains to get up from his from the stool he's sitting on. What exactly did you say you were needing?
Some health potions for the road, please, and anything else under the table, not under the table, but in the shelves that you may have that we could look at and peruse.
Well, as he kind of scratches the side of his beard just a little. That's not very explanatory. What do you mean?
Well, first, priority is health potions, and then anything else that you have for sale in terms of potions or do you have any like small vials of acid that I could take for the road?
Medicine.
Aldak's gonna step forward and say, hey Augustus, you remember the potions, the health potions that you would sell for the garrison?
So Augustus kind of looks a little, kind of leans in towards you and squints. Oh, what? No?
Hold on. No?
I'm sorry, I don't really remember you.
My name's Aldak. I'm the what's the word? I'm drawing a blank on the word. Like
Ion?
out of character.
Kennedy's little boy.
You were a quartermaster for
yeah,
the Empire,
yeah.
the Imperial
Yeah.
garrison.
Yeah, I'm the quartermaster for the local garrison here in Grand Huron.
Aldak, aren't you a dwarf?
No,
Say it, but he's a very
Quite
ugly.
obviously not.
I'm a dragonborn.
Well, you look a little short. For some context, this man is not the tallest human.
It's heightest.
As a dragonborn, you would easily be taller than him. He'd be looking up to him. Well, he'd be looking up to you.
I was gonna say I thought I was like rather like average for a dragon.
See, does he have like a case of like the hunchback, like lowering his height?
He
and shit?
is hunching a little, but he's not like literally
It'll
like
add the
4
inch
feet
or
tall
Yeah.
from the hunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Aldak's just gonna look to the side and say, I thought I was average height for
you
people like
you
me."
are
Anyway,
you are fine as you
anyway.
are, my friend.
Anyway, we're here to buy some health potions. The same kind that you sell for the garrison. The cheap but effective.
Well, I don't know if you'd want those. I don't really sell those to anyone but the garrison.
Oh, that's the. Is there a reason for that other than?
Well, they were mostly spoiled. I sold them for cheap.
Oh.
For us, we are.
Aldak's just gonna look to the side and go, well, I guess we need a new shopkeep.
Well, for us, we are on we're on a budget as well as a timetable. Do you have any of these potions that we may purchase from you? If not, that's alright, but we thought we'd stop here at least.
Well, if you'd like, as he kind of eyes over to the crate of off-colored healing potions, if you'd like some of those, we have them for relatively cheap.
Is there any after effects from them being older, or
I mean, I don't drink them.
is there a reason you don't drink them?
Well, they're old.
Can
Is-
I roll to remember if
Well,
anything
you're-
bad has happened from this batch closet?
Can
Because
Do you
I have a
fine?
sneaking suspicion you're gonna. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead, roll history.
Can I roll an insight? Can I roll an insight to see if he's bluffing by saying they're just old?
Sure, yeah, go ahead. So Aldak doesn't exactly remember any bad instances with these potions. In fact, he was quite certain that these were fairly effective healing potions. Cassian, as you're trying to think on whether or not this guy is lying to you,
Uh-oh. Was that me?
What's up?
Sorry, everyone, it just all blanked out then.
Oh, sorry. Okay. You don't remember anything. Like, you don't notice anything off about it? In fact, you're pretty certain that he's not lying about anything.
He's just picky about having fresh healing potions.
Well, it's clear that he thinks that there's something wrong with them.
Do
Okay,
you-
sorry. Tato, you were saying something.
Can I examine the potions?
You'd have to ask him, but
May I examine your potions?
the shopkeeper kind of looks. Well, I suppose just can't drink it.
We
Okay.
will. If we drink it, we buy it.
If he and he
Get a
grabs
free
one of
sample?
the potions out of the crate and hands it over to Isse. Instead of what is usually more of a muted red color, it is very almost sickly in appearance. It seems very clear that whatever materials are in there have spoiled.
Clank would like to use his visual processing unit. He would like to investigate further
Yeah, can
into this chemical.
can I give him the help action for that?
I mean,
I'm very concerned.
I guess you could look at it the same. In
Yo,
this case,
did-
it's not going to be help, but it's going to be collaborative. So both of you, if you guys
Okay.
both want to roll perception,
Perception?
I'll I guess it's what exactly are you trying to do here?
Well,
That'll be better.
I'm trying to find out why it's so fucking sickly.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
what it'll do.
now that's gonna be perception won't exactly work if you want to actually test it.
Like
Um,
the one thing I want to do is I want to smell it. I want to see if it smells spoiled.
Oh, okay. So well, technically that is perception.
Yeah, so
Yeah. So go ahead and if you want to smell it, you can go ahead and roll perception.
Yeah.
Tato, what were you exactly? What were you trying to do exactly?
I'm trying to, assess it, take in all the things and see what will happen if we were to drink it.
Okay, so you can run through like testing it, like the putting a little bit on yourself, but again, the shopkeeper asked you not to.
we would have
open it.
to purchase it. Yes.
So as you so you're gonna
I got a
try to
7.
find like a very specific action, and then I can help you out with that.
Yeah, I'll start off with sniffing it too.
Okay, as both of you smell it, Cassian kind of thinks it might smell a little bad, but it's not like it doesn't seem too bad. As Isse smells it, it is very clearly rancid. There's no concern. There's not exactly a word on whether or not the magical effects of the potion are intact, but you were more than likely going to be sick after drinking this.
Ooh.
How-
It is
May or may not work, but I will not drink this filth.
So I guess we're not unfortunately going to purchase this. But shopkeep, can I ask? This is an alchemical shop. Do you sell small vials of acid
As he
that you would use in an
I
alchemical
have
kit?
poisons, but that was by chance, really. I don't quite have acid.
How much is the poison?
Oh, give me one moment. As he kind of searches one of the.
I'm not
crates
going to
behind.
ask why you have
Here,
poison, but
let's
I'm
put it on the woman's face.
I'm sure they could double.
I'm
As
very
as he kind of leans back whenever after Mizuno yells, "Eh?"
nothing.
I said that out of character. Would it
Oh.
melt the woman's face?
Clank has a request.
And that is
Clank is Warforged. Clank is immune to disease. Technically, Clank could have the cheap health potion.
do Warforgers drink potions?
We bathe,
You bathe in them.
I think.
You think?
I'm going to ask that at one point. How do we?
I am Warforged. I
I-
do not take damage.
if he's
I-
hurt?
I can neither confirm nor deny this. We don't have Warforgers where I come from. Oh dear.
And I kind of tap his chest. Metal. I'm pretty certain.
Should
I,
I'm gonna turn around and like kind of throw my hands up. Should I also be concerned why this man is selling poison?
mean,
Trust-
rats.
I-
Human-sized rat.
That is true. It could be rat poison, but if it's not, I'm going to be very concerned.
Aldak's gonna kind of mention the same as how he's selling it with potions. If it is poison, Garrison's definitely finding a new shopkeep.
Yeah, you might want to do that, especially if.
This one must have slipped through the cracks.
Yeah.
The shopkeeper comes back to the stand. Here we go. Well, I have two interesting liquids.
And they are.
Well, I'm not really sure which one's which.
Oh.
So, let's just say they both cost the same, but I'm not quite certain which one's which. Okay, so one of these is the venom of a large serpent.
Oh, all right.
The other one, I am somewhat certain that this is truth serum.
All right.
We
Well.
need a better labeling system.
Yes. Well, can I? I do say.
Do I feel a familiarity of this character?
No.
Any,
Shut up, you're not here.
Any bat-like
Sir,
motif?
I do regret to inform you that I am not only concerned, but I'm scared for not only my well-being, but my associates. Could we possibly drop that price for the simple fact that we will have to go through the process of figuring out which one is which?
No trial and error.
Well, I suppose I would just warn you though that either one would need to be ingested. I don't know if that's what you're looking for.
It will be all right. I'm just worried about the process of figuring. I keep dropping things. I'm worried about the process of figuring out which one is the truth serum, which one is the venom that could possibly kill me and incapacitate me.
Okay, that's
So-
fair.
So if we could negotiate the price down a bit, that would ease my ongoing anxiety over my purchasing decisions.
Well, tell you what, since it's not this isn't exactly something I should have in my shop.
Yes, I also agree. Why are you selling poisons? But I will take it off your hands.
I'm
Easily.
an alchemist.
I know, but alchemists don't really deal in poisons, now do they?
Well, not good ones don't.
Fair enough. You have a point, sir. I'm gonna look towards Isse and give him the oh shit.
Aldak's face palming going.
Yeah, Cassian's like shrugging
what
his
did I
shoulders.
do, but like, how did this guy get in? Like to selling shit to the garrison? How the fuck?
I'm just.
I also have other materials that you might be interested in.
What other materials do you have, sir?
Well, as he just very haplessly slams the vials against the table.
Oh
basically
Lord,
they don't
please do
break.
not do that.
He opens up a crate and pulls out a very large, very heavy bottle. I have this.
And what is that?
Well, I don't have a name for it yet, but when the liquid meets air, after a few seconds, it explodes.
So it's an explosive device.
I am so mad at you.
And you slammed it on the table.
No, he
really.
slammed
No,
the
no.
venom and the truth serum on the table. He has the explosives.
Well, okay, I should say that I received most of the ingredients of the recipe from a very odd man.
So if I were to pop the cork on this jar, it will
I would not
immediately
recommend that.
explode.
Well,
How?
Aldak's gonna ask. Could you said you got this from an odd man?
Well, the recipe and the ingredients, yes.
Do you?
But I should say it won't explode when you do that. The man said that if you leave it in such a dense vial, as I've shown you here, if you were to open the top layer of it would ignite and would then release a jet of flame. The bottle itself wouldn't explode, but you could use the flame. For reasons I didn't quite understand. But you could use the flame.
So, can I ask the price of not only this, but the truth serum and the snake venom that are both unlabeled, mind you?
Oh, everything together?
Yes.
Let's say 250.
Oh, sir. Can we,
Beyond our price.
for our own safety and the fact that you are carrying items that possibly should not be in your shop, can we help each other out here? Can we drop that price to at least 50 gold?
What? No! As he kind
Sir, I
of
will.
hugs the vial of the explosive liquid.
Sir.
Not this!
Okay, how about both of the serums that are unlabeled?
It's kind of... What? How much are you willing to spend?
I'm willing to give you 35 gold for both of these. For the simple fact that they are
No!
No, let me explain. For the simple fact that they are unlabeled, and we will have to go through the trouble of figuring out which is which.
Well, I mean... In either case, whatever you're using it for would be useful. So...
Sir, the process that we'll have to go through to figure out which is so deadly and possibly life-threatening that I would rather not waste my money trying to figure out which is which.
Well, if you really wanted to, you could just, mix them together like this, as he grabs, like, a...
Please!
What?
Never mind. I believe that we'll be taking our business elsewhere. Thank you for your time, sir.
Okay. How about this? How much gold do you have to spend?
We have possibly more than we're willing to spend here. And I'll look towards
I'll
Isse.
give you a good deal. What do you have to spend? Just tell me.
What is your deal, sir? Tell me your deal first.
Look, as he grabs the 2 vials of this and he puts it on the table. He goes back to the crate of spoiled potions, as he kind of looks like he's picking through. These 3, as he grabs 3, what seem to be, at least the least spoiled potions. They don't exactly look rancid, but they don't look great either. And this, as he grabs some random knife from underneath the table and puts it there. 85 gold.
What's the knife do?
Drop it to 65, and you have a deal.
Roll me persuasion. One second. Okay. 70.
65 or nothing.
Fine. Okay, 65. I'll take it.
I'll look towards the rest of the group to kind of confirm. Are we doing this?
Aldax is gonna look at him and go, "No, I don't think you should do it at all."
Mizuno?
There's a reason why the garrison.
believe I
There's a
would trust
reason.
this man to
There's a
do
reason the garrison's
agreeing.
gonna be. There's a reason why he's gonna be losing the garrison's support here.
Oh, okay. Look, we can talk about that. They know that these aren't good potions. I'm not lying to anybody.
We don't know if they're
But
good
you're not a-
potions because we haven't had a need for them.
What? I
Which is
haven't
always a
told.
good thing.
I never said
But you've
that they
been selling us spoiled potions. You got through the system. and
They're
you're
not spoiled. Look, they're just not great, okay? Like, they haven't done anything bad.
Clank would like you
Selling
to
real-
drink one.
Aldax gonna look at the shopkeeper and go, "Tell you what, you give me a little bit of information, and you give us your least expired potions from now on for the garrison."
Long term, I believe it's a good idea to keep the business of the military.
And you'll keep our business.
Yes, I
Okay,
believe.
fine. What do you want?
The information, aside from selling us your least expired potions from now on, the information that I want to know is who's the man who sold you the recipe for the
Makeshift
that- for
flamethrower.
for that vial of fire, essentially.
So I honestly don't want to tell you for fear you'll think even less of me.
So I
Keep your
already think
distance.
less of you than when I did when I came in here.
Hold on.
Okay, I
Hold on. Keep your business with the garrison, or someone thinks a little.
Okay, yes, okay. I don't exactly remember because
Oh,
I met him in a tavern, and I was a little inebriated. when I
Cassian,
had purchased.
Cassian will smack his forehead into the counter. Oh my god.
Aldax,
I know who would know. What is that place? It's by the ports. Sea shanty? No, it's a tavern by the ports. The bartender in there would know.
Insight check.
Oh,
I want to see if this motherfucker's winging it. Motherfucker! God damn it.
You really can't, like, you're trying to pay to pull any details out of his story and maybe see if he's lying to you, but you really can't, like, pick anything out of the norm.
I'm so disappointed already. Anyway, continue.
I'll ask the shopkeep. Do you still have the recipe?
No, because we came back here and he showed me how to make it. I only have the one vial.
What?
So you allowed someone with the capability to make a makeshift flamethrower make one for you.
Let me roll insight. Can I?
Go ahead, Sam.
About like
It's very clear that he's not exactly telling you the truth. While he might not remember the recipe, that's not how he made the thing.
Just the fact that you are so incompetent right now just baffles me. So
Incompetent? Couldn't an incompetent man make this as he goes over the large potion and like tries to fiddle with the cap to pull it off?
So that is probably the biggest miracle
Hey,
I've ever
hey,
seen
wait.
in my time of being on.
Look, if I could just get this thing off, I'll show you that it works.
Please do not.
Shopkeep. That incompetent man could do
How about
anything.
how about you do one better and tell us how you came across it, how you made it.
Okay. Okay. Look, I was drunk, yes. But he didn't exactly come back here and show me. However, when I did get back here, I may have somehow been told how to make it. I don't exactly know how it works, but I could hear him.
Aldak, I believe this man is high off his ass.
Oh my god.
Look, Aldak, are we getting any more questions out of him, or are we just going to pay for this or move on?
Can I basically try to... Okay, can I intimidate him into telling us what he, like, truthful?
Did this mysterious man have a
Listen,
bat like-
I'm gonna do the hell.
How did you come across this? I know you're lying. This is some
Hold on.
bullshit. Tell me what you know about this potion. Can I
Let
roll that
let me do you one better, Chris. Let me do the help action to set him up for that closet.
Go ahead and roll. Yeah, roll me intimidation with advantage, Chris.
I'll
How do I
put
roll it with advantage.
just
There's
roll it twice.
No,
Or-
at the top of your
character sheet,
of your sheet.
say normal and advantage. Click advantage when it's highlighted red.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll the way I'll set him up is I'll put both of my arms on the counter. I'll be like, listen, sir, it seems like my former quartermaster friend here is getting a bit riled up. I do suggest you give us the information we need, or things could get problematic.
I agree on that.
Oh my
Natural
God.
20. Me and you are good cop, bad cop from now on. You understand? Good cop, bad cop. Look at that.
Good thought, bad cop. What?
Good cop,
bad cop.
bad cop.
Oh,
As the shopkeeper gets a little scared. Okay. Look, so hypothetically, if I was shown how to mix a bunch of random materials together, and then hypothetically, if I was then explained to a ritual in which to create it, that wouldn't be too bad, right? This is all hypothetical.
That is horrible.
Again, I didn't say I did this.
They were random ingredients. You kept no
Well-
track of what ingredients they were.
He gave them to me. One was manticore blood.
So I look at someone else and say, write this down.
I'll write it down.
One was manticore blood.
I also
One
will
was
take notes.
a very dark scale. I don't know what it was. A small bird's heart.
Okay, hold on. Manticore blood. A what?
Manticore blood, a scale.
All black scale. A small bird's heart.
Scale.
And then whatever common acid that the man gave me. It didn't seem, it was a common acid, from what I could tell. It didn't seem to be anything specific.
And the ritual?
I took some pig's blood, made it into a circle, and I don't really know what words I spoke. I wasn't exactly in control of it, but at the end of it, this happened as he kind of holds up a very heavy flask.
Do you think you could try and pronounce the words you said?
Wait,
You may not
do you
understand
even
what
know
they
it works?
Sure, here, let me show you. And
Oh,
he
Lord.
does a fiddle with the cat once again.
I'm going to move.
1 second. Okay, as he finally lets off the cap, and he pulls it off very quickly and points it away from him, kind of up in the air. There's a slight fizzle noise, and then nothing really happens.
oh.
Well, that was
Give it a minute.
by magic.
Give it
I
a
could have
minute.
sworn it was, and then very suddenly, a gout of flame pops out of the
I
top of the
knew
potion.
it. It's always.
It's a very concentrated, almost like a beam, that reaches maybe like 3 or 4 feet above the mouth of the potion. There's large groups of people in the market that kind of stop and stare as they start to panic, and the shopkeeper's kind of trying to avoid pacing where he was as he's holding this, what seems to be almost like a beam of flame coming out of the top of this potion.
How do you make it stop?
I don't know. It just I just know it happens. Two people did this.
No, we were not the ones. We were not the ones that took manticore blood. An all black scale, a small bird's heart, common acid.
Idea.
I don't think they told me not to, he told me not to put it near water.
Gee, I wonder why. Oh no.
Do any of your potions contain water?
Well, I mean, yes, all of them. They're potions.
Well, you can make potions out of things that aren't water. You can
Sir.
Water's a great base.
Oh my lord.
He's right.
Oh my
How
god.
does water
You're
make
not here,
one's
Scythe.
home?
I'm so.
I would not want to make water a location for a fortification.
Oh.
That's stretching. Come on now.
Don't think that's what he means.
Lads, are we?
Hmm.
I think
Scythe,
we.
you are not here.
I
Silence your thought mouth.
I think we've seen quite enough.
Why don't you turn it away from you and away from us at the same time?
Yes,
Well,
please.
I mean, it's pointing up into the. Oh, it's burning the.
It's
oh,
burning your
burning
tent,
the cover.
and we will
It
be
kinda looks up and
leaving.
he's
Sir
dark,
Cassian will
like,
turn and
also
walk
around
away.
The top of his stall, just on fire. Well, I mean, it's already on fire. As he kind of.
Turn around, aim it away from all of us, and then put the top of the flask on the ground.
Yes, and dump all of the liquid out to create a flash fire, you friggin' dum-dum.
Alright, give me one
No,
second.
not like just straight up fucking flip it upside down, but do like try and suffocate the flame with it
Cassian has.
by
The,
cutting off
uh,
the supply of oxygen.
Cassian.
Very suddenly, the man. Oh, Scythe, again, you're not here.
You're not here.
Cassian has.
You decided not to do that.
Cassian has already walked out of the stall and is rubbing his temples.
As the shopkeeper says, okay. He very quickly tries to flip the bottle back down and put the mouth of it against the floor.
Please tell me the floor is like actual ground, like concrete.
It is stone.
Thank God.
Okay, he manages to put it against it. The flame kind of juts out and singes his boots, but it seems to stop for the moment. Okay, so that worked. What?
Aldac's gonna turn around and start walking away and say, "The rest is on you, Augustus."
Wait a minute. Hold on, I need help here.
That's
I'll let-
on you,
I'll let-
buddy.
Aldac's
Sorry.
walking away. Yeah.
To
I'm
be
gonna
clear, did you
follow.
guys buy the?
No, we did not. We did not buy.
I just
No.
wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure if I missed that.
No, you are fine.
Perhaps use something to seal it to the floor.
Oh.
And pick it up again.
What?
Try putting something heavy
walk
on
out.
it.
Oh my lord, I've never. Is that what all people are here in the Empire? Is it? Does he represent the common man? Oh my goodness!
Aldac's gonna turn and go, "No, most
We-
shopkeepers. I mean, some of the stall keepers are, but the actual shopkeepers aren't."
I think we genuinely met a terrorist. I genuinely believe that.
I hope the guards that yelled at me before taste some of that potion.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
It turns their bowels to liquid. Just saying.
I think we need to go to an establishment that, well, maybe more expensive will at least have.
I was gonna say, can I roll for a place that's quality this time, closet?
Fuck's sake.
See if I can remember.
Oh
where
my
there's-
goodness. Oh. I feel like I lost a bit of my brain cells in there.
You live
Genuinely.
in a cheap place, okay?
Genuinely.
Yeah, but I said cheap but effective. Damn it.
Oh.
It's still technically effective.
Closet, you played that character beautifully, by the way. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Before we go on for that, I don't want to leave Scythe.
Yeah, go for
alone.
Ulgu. I gotta regain.
Right ahead.
Oh goodness.
So, Scythe, roll me are you still here? I don't know if you went to the bathroom or something. All right, roll me a D100, would you?
Okay. D100. Yeah. This guy had too much tequila.
Oh God. Okay.
Chris, I think
Alright.
your fan is hitting your mic.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Angled it off there.
Okay. As you walk down the streets of Grand Huron to the northern end, you were looking for food, correct?
Yes.
As you walk along the streets, there's you get quite a bit of stares as you are obviously the only elephant man walking down the streets of what is a majority human town or city. What when you're looking for food, what kind of store are you looking for?
Somewhere to buy dried meats and like grain, because we're going somewhere, aren't we?
Right.
So like dried and salted meats, and then like millet and unprocessed grain.
Okay. Give me one moment.
And probably a healthy helping of vinegar.
Well, okay, I'm actually a little interested. What do you mean by the vinegar?
It's a preservative item,
Oh, yeah, okay.
and you can mix it with water to help prevent it going stagnant.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Give me one moment. Okay. Holy shit. No, never mind. I'm an idiot.
I need to hit like 3 or 4 stores, by the way.
Okay. The same amount, the same stores, or are you just looking for like?
No, like I'm gonna need one that sells dried and salted meat, another one that does grain, and another one that does wherever the hell you'd buy vinegar in a medieval world.
That actually might be a little hard.
Yeah.
Okay. So, remember that this is Grand Huron is a little bit more, almost like an industrial city. Not exactly
Victorian,
industrial,
then?
but closer. Yeah. If you could imagine a Roman culture in like near industrial, so finding general stores is a reasonable occurrence.
Hmm.
Um.
Oh. Okay.
Give me one second.
You could look for wherever they do pickling.
Say pickling.
No, because they spice the vinegar.
They have to get the
Oscar.
vinegar from
It's like an energy drink, but made of water and vinegar.
So, if you'd like, you can start looking around on your own, or you can start asking around for any locations on general stores.
Yeah, I'll just. Hey, excuse me, sir.
Just any random person, huh?
Like literally any random fucking person.
As you like, most citizens will just kind of stare at you and like, whenever you call out to them, they'll kind of recoil a little bit and then continue on a little faster, trying to move away from you.
Racists.
There are a few guards walking around the place, on the occasional patrol. If you'd like to bother one of them.
Sure.
Okay,
Swear to
as
God,
you
closet.
what? I don't know. What do you want to say?
No. Police brutality. Hey, is there a general? Excuse me, sir.
As you kind of stop one of the guards, he looks you over a little bit and looks up to you. Yes.
General store anywhere near here?
Yeah. He kind of puts his hand to his forehead. There is a Horde's place. He kind of points to the end of the right down the road, there's a little bit of a little T junction. He points to the right corner. Right there, there's I know it says Horrors Oddities on it. Don't pay attention to that. That's a general store. It's an old sign. I don't know. She sells real strange dwarf lady. She sells like rations, food, anything you could think of. Is that what you're looking for?
Cheers, mate. I'm gonna flick him a silver coin. Have a good one.
Roll me a d20.
Why?
Just roll me a d20. Okay. As you flick the coin, he wasn't exactly paying attention when he did that. As it kind of hits the top of his helmet and bounces off, and he's like, "Oh, okay. Thanks, I guess."
It's payment.
You can still see him bend down to pick up the coin after it falls to the ground. Alright.
Alright.
So as you get up to the store, it looks to be a 2-story building with this really almost scrap iron kind of roof. It's almost as if someone had just haphazardly slapped iron plates all along the roof to keep it together. The rest of it is rather put together stone and almost concreted kind of walls. The guard itself was right. There is a sign that says Horrors Oddities on the front, but it seems as if someone tried to scratch out the word oddities and attach the words General Store and another smaller sign.
Uh-huh. Can I fit? You said a dwarf lady owns this place?
He did, yeah.
Can I fit in the building?
The building is meant for regular humans, so yes, the door itself is, you might need to crouch a little bit to, like, get through, because you are just about as tall as the door, if not, well, you're about 7 feet, right?
It's like, I don't know, what was the minimum height it said for Luxodon?
I can't remember what you
Something
chose.
like...
It should be on your sheet, right?
It might be. I don't know.
Check your bio section. Anyways,
Okay.
it's not important.
It's important to me, damn you.
Well, you'll know, but we can continue with this.
I'm 7'8".
Okay, yeah, so you're going to be crouching a bit to actually fit in there. But as you get in, it seems that the building itself isn't exactly 2 stories, just very tall. So luckily you don't find yourself actually crouching throughout the rest of it. As you walk in, there's a very obvious smell of like salted and preserved foods, but also oils and other things. There are many shelves and other cases of rations, bedrolls, and all the other regular adventuring items that you could find. Even there's one wall that has multiple feet of chain just coiled alongside of it. You can see a dwarf lady just sitting behind the counter as she just kind of waves to you.
Do I still have I just realized something. Do I still have the manacles around my wrists?
If you didn't take them off, then you do. But I don't remember if you took them off.
I don't think I did.
Okay.
Huh.
Aren't they just the cufflinks of the manacles and not the chains?
No, the chains are there. Remember they pulled out at the wall?
Oh, well, you might have some problems then.
That's alright, I'll just wrap them around my arms.
The shopkeeper kind of, after she waves to you, she's like, do you need anything?
I'm looking to buy provisions.
Well, as she kind of motions towards a large table with what seems to be dried food and salted meats, take your pick, we have plenty.
This was a lot easier than I was expecting it to be. I'm gonna like walk on over, I guess, if I can. What's the terrain like around here? Do you know? Outside the city, at least.
You're asking the dwarf friend?
Yes.
Well, where are you going exactly?
Where am I going?
Do you not remember? Oh,
I
right.
was not here.
Yeah,
You
I forgot.
you would know that we're going to the Black Fort.
Yeah, you're heading to up the Kings Road north to the Black Fort.
I'll be taking the King's Road north.
Okay. Horv kind of just sits there and thinks, "Oh, okay. Well, that ended."
That ended very abruptly.
Yeah, that's been going on for a while. Can you This is gonna bother me if it's not going.
Also,
Okay,
did you
so-
prevent me? Can I not mute the bot?
You can.
Huh.
Go-
Anyway.
Anyway, Horv thinks on it for a little bit. It's like, well, it's mostly grassland. You maybe run into the occasional forest, but there's not actually the terrain isn't too tough. Actually, it's quite pleasant.
That's-
As uncomfortable as the Black Fort sounds, doesn't it?
I didn't mention the Black Fort.
Yeah, he just
Sorry,
said the
that's
King's
my
Road
bad.
North.
Out of character, that's my bad. I thought you did.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
That wasn't like some mystical like knowledge. No, that was just me being an idiot. let's roll that back a little bit. Anyways, go on.
Grassland. That can't be not that difficult. Wouldn't have to burn any extra.
Well, how many people do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including myself.
Ooh, okay. Do you know how far you're traveling? Like, how far you're going? I mean, I could say for. And she kind of sits on it. For about 6 people, about a day's ration. That's maybe about 2 gold in rations.
Okay.
If you're wanting a price.
This is out of character. Does the Black Fort does that mean anything to anybody, or is that just like another fort nearby?
Does it mean anything to my
It's far
character?
away.
Out of character, it's far away. It's one of the borders of the Empire.
Oh. Oh no. Okay, by the King's Road, where is the nearest town?
You asking me, or are you asking her?
Asking her.
The nearest town to here?
Yeah, huh?
She sits on it.
By
Well,
the
the
King's
largest.
Road.
Yeah. Okay. So the largest one I can think of is Aberth.
Okay.
That's
How far
maybe
is it from here?
about a day's march. Yeah, it's a day.
I will take 8 days rations for 6 people.
Oh, okay, okay. So, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. If you could, most of them are in front of you, and since you're much larger than me, do you mind carrying them right here? She kind of points to the counter in front of her.
Yeah, that's fine. I have big hands. What else exactly do you sell in this little shop?
Oh, I sell. I have some small potions here if you want to see them.
Do you have any scented oils?
As Horv just kind of stares at Ulgu, very uncomfortable. No.
It's not important. Sure. Potions? Sure. What do you got?
Well, I've got some, and she just puts a little crate there. I've got maybe about 5 or 6 healing potions here. I don't really have too many.
Okay. How much would you like for one of them?
Well, they're pretty nice. I got these at a good deal. So, I'll tell you what, about like 45 each.
Where did you get them? Oh wait, I wouldn't know that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Do they look?
Yeah, they look perfectly fine. They look like
Oh.
regular healing potions, unless you would like to take it and make another perception check.
It's a bit out of my price range, regardless.
Oh, well. Well, I mean, if you do come back, keep me in mind.
I will. Do you have any equipment that a man such as myself might be a little bit more predisposed towards?
I don't exactly know what you mean, but I've got arrows. So she points to a big, what looks to be a barrel full of, well, not like a kind of a shorter barrel-like container of arrows. If you want those, well, I don't know, those useful to you?
I suppose it was a bit overly vague. Do you have any equipment that might benefit one defending oneself from a bandit aside from those arrows?
She points behind you, and she points at what looks to be a very long lance. You gotta be more specific.
I'm a little too drunk. Can somebody give me? Can somebody give me a good like? What do I ask?
Do you have any weapons?
Thank you. Do you sell? Fine. Do you sell any weapons of any particular note?
Well, particular note, no. I mostly just have what's been sold to me.
What has been sold to you?
Well, I have that lance, like I said. I have a rapier. I have a bunch of arrows. Oh wow, I think that's it. Yeah, no, this time I don't really have much on me.
Oh my. Any armor or?
Not really. Not many people. It's actually a bit strange. Not many people are selling any. I don't have any.
Okay. Thank you. Do I? No. Yeah. No. Wait. Is Kazarim, or where I'm from at least, is it a frozen hellscape or is it like hot because it's near the equator?
It's a lot of volcanic activity, but it does get pretty cold around the edges.
Okay. Should I be buying like a cloak or something, or do you even really care about weather?
I'm not gonna be too stingy about it.
All right, I'm gonna leave it then.
Okay, well, for 8 days, 6 people, that's about 16 gold.
I'm sorry, I totally messed up that count in my head. I meant 4 days. I meant to pay 8 gold, not 16.
Okay, well then, let's say I said 18. Well, yeah, okay, that'll be 8. That'll be 8 gold for that. She
Cool.
just kind of puts her hand out for the gold.
Gonna drop. So, I don't know. There you go.
Alright.
The house.
Yeah, I know. So she's Horv starts to put the gold into a jar. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, well, if you are interested in those healing potions, so she just kind of like
I'll come
very
back.
fancily points at them. Okay, yeah, keep me in mind. Tell your friends.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure you ignore this. Tell them to ignore the sign that says oddities. It's a general store.
What is that? What is that about, actually?
This is once my father's store, and he had a lot of weird garbage. I
Do
don't
you
know.
still have some of that weird inventory?
Not really. I've sold most of it. I mean, I have weird things when people sell me weird things. That's about it.
That's fair. You have a good day now, miss.
Yeah, you too. Bye. So, as you leave in the store, you'll probably just, well, you are just depositing yourself onto the streets of Grand Huron. So, are you going to continue looking for places, or are you going to head to the North Gate? Did you just take another shot?
I may have.
Oh my god, Scythe.
Dude.
No, I think I'm good. I mean, no, I'm good. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
weapons,
Now
armor. Nah.
I'm gonna jump back to the rest of the monkey brigade over there. So you guys still looking for a?
Yes, we are still looking to find a vendor that is not a terrorist and that can sell us some healing potions.
Look, I resent him being called a terrorist.
I resent him trying to sell me a makeshift
selling
flamethrower.
potions that were given to him by Fabius.
Yeah, in my mind, he is technically a biological terrorist as well. This
Or were
is
you
what,
just alluding to that?
Kind of.
Okay.
regardless, we would like to find a vendor that can sell us regular healing potions and preferably not be concerning.
Okay. As go ahead and roll me perception.
Fuck, my monitor keeps falling asleep. Sorry.
God damn, dude.
Well,
Someone else
as
has
you're
got to
looking
look.
around, yeah, the rest of you guys, if you guys are also looking for places, you can roll perception as well.
Ooh!
god.
Ooh!
Okay, so I'll do that in order. As Cassian looks around, he can't exactly find any alchemists. He finds some shops, but there's no one here. What the hell? As Clank looks around, suddenly the threat level increases. He's quite certain that none of these people are merchants, that they're all quite possibly enemies.
Oh lord, please.
Threat level 12.
Clank, please.
As Aldeck looks around, he spots another, actually, instead of a store, a stall that looks actually very well kept. He can see from almost across the way, for the little courtyard that you're standing in now, a stall with these very organized shelves, and you can almost pick out the healing potions that are on some of these shelves from the sheer fact of how red they are and how fresh they look.
Can I roll to see if I remember the shop? If it's like something I've been to or something?
Go ahead.
What do you want me to roll?
Roll history for that.
I assume that we're all together at the store that he's
Like
looking
if
at
it's
now.
a name, like if it's a name I recognize or something.
Mm-hmm. So thinking of a shop, you're not. It doesn't actually have any placards on it, but while you can't pick out the shop, you start to get the impression that maybe this is a little bit of a newer place.
Okay.
And I assume that we're all with Aldeck as
I'm
he's
gonna-
looking at this.
Yeah, I'm gonna portray that information to the group.
Okay, now I think that we're all with.
Yeah, and say I'm gonna head over there. I think we should too. It looks rather quality, unlike the last place. Looks like it's filled with.
I do hope you're right.
Hey, listen, these things they happen.
I'm not blaming you.
All cracks.
I'm not blaming you. I'm so baffled that just the incompetency. It was just back to back to back disappointment. The bar couldn't be any lower, even if he tried. Anyway, let's continue on. I guess we'll walk into the stall.
As you walk over to the stall, you're greeted with a very well-kept man, with a very long, lithen, kind of lanky body. He has a very short, kept hair, kind of combed backwards in the very, what I can only describe as a generic villain kind of look. Very slicked back hair.
Hey.
He he has his he puts his hands behind his back and he says, "Welcome to my humble store."
Hello, sir. We were hoping to see if there was any health potions that you may have for sale, as well as some other deals of the day, deals of the week that you may have at your disposal.
Well, I'm sure we can make a deal, but first, he outstretches his hand. Quintus Lucillus. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Cassian Afra, pleasure.
Clank.
So he kind of just still looks down at his hand that he's outstretched, and he hasn't.
I was gonna say Aldak will say Aldak Greedar and shake his hand.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Well, as he kind of looks over at the elf, Isse. Tato, are you alive? You
Potato.
might have went to the bathroom. I think you might
Yeah,
have went to the
he might
bathroom
have.
only during side sling.
No, he is asleep. One of the other.
I doubt it. It's 11. But anyways, so moving on from there, as he looks through, yes, I have a very large assortment. As he points to this little kind of almost like a small little staircase thing of potions. This is what I have. As you asked, a special of sorts. I have quite a few of health potions, very high quality, and these interesting little things. As he pulls up a small little like brown, silver, and gray like potion. This is a very interesting one. No name for it exactly, but this will enable you to climb considerably better. This sells very well here, especially for workers who are working in the Citadel district on some of the larger buildings.
That is interesting. What's the price on that?
This is quite expensive.
Can I
Something of this quality is going to require about 125 gold.
Can I roll insight to see if I've seen that potion used before?
Sure.
Seeing as how what's it called? Worked on the wall, or a main break.
Yeah. So, recalling, you start thinking about this, and you do actually remember that during reconstruction of the wall, one of the more popular things that would occur is that supervisors would give workers this very strange brown and gray soup. You come to the conclusion that they may have been actually buying these potions and mixing them together into a large soup-like consistency in order to feed to workers to allow them to construct the wall a little easier than before.
Okay, well, I'll mention that and say I believe I've seen this before, and I've seen the effects in action, and he's telling the truth that it's very effective.
Oh, I trust him. I trust him more than the vendor that we just left.
Well, it's
However,
not that difficult.
I think you are right. I do believe that we are on a budget, so I'm gonna have to respectfully decline that offer. But I may come back for that at some point in the near future. But I think
As you wish.
for right now, I think we might just want to stick with the regular health potions.
Well, okay. These potions, as he's pointed to the health potions, these will run you about 45 gold each.
All right.
45 gold?
45 gold each. I think we should roll with that for now. Meet with the do what we need to do, and then come back, and then we can re-up after we get paid.
Clank would like to persuade 45 is expensive.
Roll me persuasion, I guess.
Well, hold on. Can I help with that? Because
okay. I'm going with this helper. I click. Remember, there's a lag.
I know. Hold on. So helping him is going to be... Well, what are you going to say?
Well, for me, it was going to be... I was basically going to introduce myself as the quartermaster for the local garrison and say that we are actually in the market looking for a little bit new business because we found that some of our partners are not up to par. And how it's always, it would be in the best interest of the stall to be selling like it's surplus, not like it's main stock, but the extra stuff that you just don't need.
Think about.
You don't think about to the garrison. And if it would be possible to get it for 35 instead of 45 per vial as a trial, and if it works out magnificently, then I would come back and begin discussions about sourcing for the garrison.
Well, I would take you up on the offer. Unfortunately, I'm not a native of the city. I'm from Grand Austin. So I can't guarantee I would be here. I don't think I'm the merchant you're looking for.
Well,
that's a shame.
Where is your main site of operations? Because I do say you have taken my intrigue in not only your presentation, but the your deal of the day has already entranced me. I would love to see if we could get a small discount for a long-term buyer's fund. And I'm gonna put on my most charming smile. I'm gonna seduce this motherfucker. Is what I'm gonna do.
All right. So go ahead and roll me persuasion.
I'm giving him a pretty boy smile, man. Come on. Don't fuck
Roll
me.
Persuasion.
Average. It's okay.
He looks you up and down for a moment.
I'm handsome.
Well, a good attempt, but... And he leans in a little bit. No.
I'm staying there. That's fine. Understandable, sir. Well,
As,
I believe we'll take them because we are on the timetable.
As he looks over to Clank, and you're going to have to explain to your. I really don't know what to describe him. The price is 45.
Fair enough.
We understand.
All in good fun, sir. Clank, may I ask for the 90 gold to pay for these 2 potions?
You may ask.
May I have the 90 gold for these 2 potions?
No.
Please.
I want to hand the man the 90 gold.
Okay, please do then. Please.
Man, hold out hand.
Here, as he grabs a small pouch, just put them in the pouch.
I will take them. Don't worry.
What is?
90 gold deposited.
Why was?
It was stored in what people call their tum.
I can't accept this.
Oh, dear.
Why not?
It's. What is it covered in? Wait.
Nothing.
As he kind of grabs it, it's. Oh, why did I touch it? Why is it so warm?
It's black gold.
So, I believe Clank is giving you oiled covered gold. Oh my goodness.
Just okay.
Oh.
I have customers. Please, God, just take these potions and leave.
Alright. We'll be on our way. Thank you for your
And he
business.
just grabs two
I
of
was gonna say,
the potions. I don't want to hear it. And he just grabs 2 of the potions and puts it down on the table. Leave.
Well, as he's doing that, Aldec goes, "I'm so sorry. This isn't what I wanted."
We are 2 for 2 for pissing off local city vendors. Oh my god.
We'll grab the
Oh,
that.
honestly, that was phenomenal, Clank. You need to be our business representative from now on. Oh my goodness, that was phenomenal. Oh. Oh.
I thought it was still in a sack. I didn't know he swallowed every
Oh,
individual.
no, I thought it was also in the sack.
Why are you people arguing this in front of my stall?
Oh, no, I'm saying this as we're leaving.
Okay, good. I didn't hear anyone say anything, so I just.
I thought it was assumed. Clank, what did you do with the sack? I thought it was in a compartment in your stomach.
It still is.
Why is it covered in oil?
It was in my stomach.
Can you please not cover it in oil next time?
That would involve it not going into my stomach.
Oh. Clank,
Where
whenever
else do you put your gold?
in pockets, my friend.
Yeah.
In
What are
pockets.
pockets?
Okay.
I have
From
pockets.
from here on. Well, 1, we're almost completely broke after that. But 2, from now on, I think we should all hold on to the gold instead of possibly ruining repeated business with future vendors. Let us go to the northern. Let us go to the northern road and wait for Ulgu. Hopefully, he hasn't had too much trouble.
Is there a armor smith or something?
We have
around?
10 gold, my friend.
I have
Well,
some
don't
gold.
we have? I was gonna say, don't we have individual gold as well?
I have none.
I have 10.
Some of you do, but remember you have 20 gold. That's not gonna do much.
Yeah,
Please.
that.
We have a job to do.
Yes, please. Let us please.
I also have to run back and get my.
Oh my! See, this is
Okay,
why I need to
fine,
wear your
fuck it,
armor.
North Gate.
Okay,
North-
fine. You go and do that. We'll meet you at the northern gate then, Mizuno.
Ready? I'll meet you as soon as I can. Don't leave
Why
without.
Please
did
do
the captain
hurry.
Not go get it while we were shopping.
I can tell you. Let's just go.
Okay. After about maybe 30 to 45 minutes of not exactly 30, close to about 30 minutes of walking through this very winding roads of Grand Huron. You find yourself in the Grove Ward, where you'd find the northernmost gate of the city. It doesn't take you too long to spot Ulgu, as he is literally the only elephant man standing in front of the gate.
Ulgu, you would not believe the time we had getting 2 health potions. It is insane how crazy some of the people are and how we are such detriments to having future repeated business.
Scythe.
Hmm.
Okay, you're not dead, are you?
No.
All right.
How was your trip to get procurements? Because we had one hell of a time getting 2 healing potions.
It was quite simple.
See, I knew I should have went with you because look, we met a terrorist and then Clank vomited 90 gold into his hand. We possibly ruined future business with him. It was phenomenal in the worst ways and in the best ways. But Mizuno is heading back to get his armor because he does not like to wear his armor in the city. So we'll have to wait here for him. But we have 2 healing potions. Does anyone in particular want one as priority? I was wanting to keep one on me to use as like a backup field medic. To Clank, respectfully, I think you'll be fine without it.
Are you sure?
I am very confident in your ability that you will not be in a position to need it. But if I see you get extremely hurt, I will use the potion I have on me and give it to you. The only reason I say this is because I have 2 of them. I want to use them for backups in case Ulgu here is a bit tapped.
But Clank thirsty.
Clank, these are not for recreational drinking. These are for emergencies.
I believe that the extra potion should go to either Mizuno,
I was thinking more Isse.
or myself.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Preferably myself last.
Yeah, I'm more thinking Isse because
He is
not to
medic.
not to rag on you specifically, Isse. Just calling it as I see it. You're a bit more frailer than us, and I would hate to see you fall in battle before us.
I'm not entirely sure Tato's here. I don't know what happened. I DM'd him and he's not responding.
I think he is asleep.
There's no way.
There's no way he fell asleep.
His girlfriend also works night. Well,
he said to me before he was tired.
Oh no! I hope he didn't actually fall asleep.
He
It's
said
only
he
11. This is the same guy who stays up until like 4.
He said
all
he's
day.
running low on sleep.
Oh no!
Well, you might want to get his character sheet ready in case we do run into shit.
Let me text him.
Well, here.
If you want to move the conversation on to somebody else.
Yes, I will hold on to the healing potions for now, and I'll be the backup field medic in case anything was to go wrong. I'm quite speedy, and I can avoid the ill ire of those that would see to try and murder us in combat. So I think we just need to wait for Mizuno, and then we need to head off north towards the Black Fort. We don't need to head there directly, but we need to meet with the patchwork priest on the way there, and then escort him back. Hopefully we get a good payday, and we can go and hopefully not ruin our experience with another vendor.
I think all went swimmingly. You are lying.
I enjoyed the encounter, Clank. It's just for the ease of future business, I would rather not have a bad reputation in the marketplace of the city.
Just you wait. He will find a use for Warforged oil.
I'm sure we will, and I'm sure he will be.
He will.
He will.
He will come back to us.
I'm sure he will. And when he does, you can laugh in his face.
But that's bad for future business.
No, it's not. Not that.
Laughing at him, bad.
But disgusting him with Warforged. We are already at the gate, Clank.
Forward then.
We have to wait for
Mizuno behind.
No, we cannot. We cannot leave Mizuno behind.
Detrimental to our overall objective.
I'm very aware, but I believe Isse is in a trance right now, and we need to figure out what's going on.
I carry Isse.
After a little bit of discussion, Mizuno finally catches up with the rest of you guys wearing his armor.
Sorry about that. Won't happen again.
Yeah, from now on, Mizuno, can we please keep the armor on unless we are taking a rest, just for future, so that way we aren't having Clank be impatient.
How is he impatient?
I'm not sure, but I've learned to not ask too many questions.
Increase speed.
let us continue on. I'm going to hold on to both potions and act as a backup medic. Let us continue forth, and I guess.
Selfish.
Alrighty.
Selfish.
So as you guys begin to move through the gate, give me one moment. You begin your travel north up the King. I'd cut out. You're gonna begin your travel north up the King's Road. The road itself is unmistakable. It is the only road, as you can tell, compared to the little paths near and around the city. The only road that is actually paved. Large, very uniform cut pavers kind of mark the path up north to the Black Fort. And a very large sign out of the city has the carved symbol of a fort just pointing the direction of it. It seems that the Black Fort is a very popular destination for people heading outside of the Empire.
I think we're heading in the right direction.
Yes.
I don't know, guys.
You know, I'm not very familiar with grasslands like this. We didn't have this back home.
Oh yeah, rolling fields are as wide as you can see.
Quite beautiful, honestly.
How are they rolling? They are stationary.
It's
It's a figure of speech, Clank.
How do you make a figure of speech?
It's. Don't worry about it.
expression.
Just I'm
I
so used to tropical trees and like cliff faces as high up as you can imagine.
Sounds very rocky.
It's a very beautiful place. But
Hmm.
this is beautiful in its own way. Alright, to the Black Fort.
Way.
Hmm.
I'm wondering. Hang on.
Sorry, what? Corporal, you get up?
Cassian,
Yes.
what exactly is that weapon on your hilt?
Oh, this.
Foreign to me. Very much so.
Well, this, and by the way, the hilt is like maybe about fucking. It's a regular sized sword hilt, but it's a bit like thicker in a way. Well, I'll show you. Stand back, and I'll kind of hold my hand out, and I'll spin the hilt, and the blade will come shooting out. It's a folding blade. It's more for subtlety, just as efficient, but it's easier to carry as well.
Interesting.
And I'll spin it, and I'll go back into the hilt, and I'll put it on my belt.
That looks really effective. Although, I bet it would rust really bad in the water. But
Well-
it's still really interesting.
Yes, I'm going to try and avoid taking it into water, but if so, I'm just going to do proper maintenance on it.
Oh yeah, blood is terrible for metal.
It is. It's very hard to get out.
Speaking of rust, Clank, have you ever rusted?
Do you know what
Uh,
rest is,
come on.
Clank?
Clank does not rust, despite giving
How?
my name.
Is it something magical, or is it
Hmm.
just the metal used?
Classified.
What are you
The
made
making-
of, anyway?
Secret. Classified. Yep. Classified.
I don't think he's going to tell us. I believe we should
You
wait for
will
him
have
to open.
You will have to consult my manufacturer in the Dwarven realms to consider or to investigate what I am made out of, and my constructed being.
Fair enough.
It is against my making to reveal what I am made of.
What else is against your making? I'm kind of curious now.
What is your rules?
My rules are that I know everything until I am asked a question.
All right. Very interesting.
As it currently stands, I am not sure what my limits are. They appear as I encounter scenarios.
They appear limitless at this current moment. Correct.
That is why it's similar to the makeup manufacturing warranty dealio. That
So
way-
here's one that's probably
So if we return you, we can get a new one, correct?
No.
See, I'm kind
so
of.
here's one that's probably classified. What's your power source?
That is definitely classified if my power source. Then they understand the weakness, don't they? Such as if they learn my limitations, then they will know how to abuse Warforged.
He
But
does.
at the same time, you're only amongst friends here, and we know what you're capable of and what you're not capable of.
I
so
believe
we're not
I've
on a
known
mission.
you for a total of 1 day, maybe 2.
Yeah, but we're on mission together. It's
I-
best to know
I
limitations.
think we should allow him to open up naturally instead of prying
Yeah,
him.
like a flower.
Yes, yes. Let him blossom.
Blinking metal flower.
Yes,
I
let.
would like to see you try and open me up. I'm
I'm-
well secured.
I'm
My
not going.
internals are well secured.
I'm not
You
going
will
to try
open
that,
me.
Clank. Do not worry.
I don't plan on
In
opening.
a joking sort of way. Internals? What internals?
Oh.
Like I said,
That
joking.
there's
Like I
something
said,
in
joking.
there.
Clank will remember that, Oldak. Clank will remember.
It's all in good fun, though.
As you as you're traveling up the road a little bit, there's what seems to be a bit of a doddering old man kind of walking kind of towards you down the road, really. Well, it seems to be him walking down to Grand Huron.
We should keep walking.
Threat level.
Check to see if it's the priest.
Okay. How would you like to check? Remember, you do have the fang.
Oh,
Fang.
yeah. I have the fang.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Did they tell us how to use it?
You do remember that he said, Mr. Pharaoh said, if you point it in the direction of where the priest is, the fang will glow and vibrate.
I'll point it towards the old man.
The fang has no reaction.
I'll point it down the road.
As you point it a little bit down the road, kind of a north-northwest, the fang does glow and vibrate.
Ooh.
That's not our man.
The old man kind of, well, he's maybe about like 40, 50 feet ahead of you, kind of waves you down like, "Hello, you there!"
Oh, hello. Do you
Hello,
need
My name is
anything?
not you there. It is Clank.
Oh, okay. Would you like to answer some riddles?
I'm not a big fan of riddles, no.
Oh, come now, it'll be fun.
We're very
Fun
sorry,
for
sir.
you,
We're
not
on
for
a-
me. We are
we're
on.
very-
Tell you what, I'll give you a small reward if you could get it right.
I would love to another time. We are currently looking for someone.
Yeah,
It
we're
won't take long.
Alright.
It'll just take a few minutes.
Clank will
riddle.
definitely.
We're very sorry, sir. We're on a very strict time schedule, and we have to be going and kind of leading the walk away.
We'll find you in Grand Huron, and I'll continue walking.
Come on, guys. It's
No.
just an old.
Mizuno, please. I would like to not hear Clank complain about it. I'm gonna drag Mizuno.
Come on.
Another time.
Be
Well,
fun.
It's just no, you youngsters, no fun anymore. As he just continues down the road.
Another time, Mizuno. We will find him. He'll probably be in a tavern, getting wasted, and you can answer all the riddles you would like. It's just right now.
With riddles.
I am
Mizuno,
awful.
You really, Aldec's gonna look at Mizuno and go, Mizuno, you really didn't spend a lot of time on land, have you?
Terribly, no, none. Although I've fought on land before, it's
You-
just
You
Old,
haven't spent time in the service on land.
yes.
not
Old
necessarily a lot.
Oldak, were you getting the feeling that could have possibly been an ambush, or am I just overly paranoid?
No, I think you're paranoid.
Well,
Well, there's always a right to be have. Holy fuck! Come on, Brink. Stop having a stroke.
get it out. It's all right.
It's always wise to have a healthy bit of suspicion and paranoia when kind of on a road known for having bandits on it.
Yeah. I thought I was.
Yeah,
However,
definitely.
during Reconstruction times and during times of when there's a lack of conflict, people will try and talk about anything, try and just waste time in any sort of way.
Right.
Really?
I didn't want to have.
Seems like he was trying to get coin out of us. I'm not too naive most of the time.
Well, not so much coin, just someone trying to pass the time.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
I'm
true.
just horrible at riddles, and I would like to not make Clank wait any more than he has to.
Clank was semi-interested in the riddle.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Clank.
I kind of just laugh at that. See?
Well, whenever we get back to town, you can go and look for him and enter all the rows you would like.
Alrighty, but I suggest we head on.
We have been
because we are
walking and
the
talking this
Unfun
entire
Brigade.
time. I have been dragging you by the collar.
The unfun brigade.
We are the Unfun Brigade, apparently, Aldak. We are.
You can let go of me.
Oh,
now, please.
all right. I'm just trying to make sure you don't run off.
I had fun
After
once
him.
and it was awful.
Yep, we're tying it back in, baby.
I'm so glad that came true.
We're tying it back in.
But Aldak's gonna just kind of keep
Yeah, we're
walking
just gonna keep walking, I guess.
in front of people.
Clank wants to sprint. This is not fast enough.
You don't want to tire yourself out before
Aldak
we get to the target.
Aldak kind of looks over his shoulder and goes, "So Cassian, I keep hearing you say where you're from. Do you miss where you're from? Wherever that may be?"
Terribly. I love my homeland so much, and I do admit I am very homesick at the moment, but I'm hoping to go home soon at some point. But
How long have you been in the Empire?
Not long. I've never been here. I'm the most foreign person here besides Clank, of course, and Ulgu.
Well, I mean, in the area, not so much the Empire specifically, but
not
say
so
this
much. I'm from a place very far off. Though I am a bit lost, but I am here to figure my way back, as well as have some fun along the way. Explore a bit.
What? Corporal, did you say something?
No, I said I see.
Yeah.
Come to think about it. Sorry.
I would love to get back and see my younger brother graduate from the Arcane University, but not sure if I'll make that in time, but I'll make it up to him with a drink.
Are those here in this world?
No.
They are not.
Aldak's just gonna kind of shoot you a weird look and go, "The what?"
The Arcane University. It's a local
Must be
university.
far out there. There's no such thing here in the Empire that I'm aware of, anyway.
Are
Not
you?
that I know of either.
Would you say that where you're from is relatively, well, you say far away, but I mean, like, how far away? Like,
Miles and possibly far away from here, at least.
so you have like no idea what's going on over there, huh?
Not at the moment, no.
So at least 5 miles.
At least Mizuno, at least 5.
I see.
But
I feel kind of bad for you. Do you know of anything else for your? I don't like referring to it this way, but know anywhere else for your kind?
Oh, you mean this? I'm gonna brush the hair back that's been covering my elven ears, like the half elven ears. It's fine. Where we come from, half elves aren't treated the best, but because of my father's reputation and my mother being the ruler of where I'm from, they kind of had to suck it up and deal with it.
Interesting.
Well, I meant like you have no idea what's going on.
Oh, you mean being a foreigner?
No contact,
Oh.
essentially.
I mean, I am homesick, but it wouldn't be the first time I've been off on my own. My father taught me to rein in that anxiety, as well as have some fun in exploring and being off on my own. Have some stories to tell the family when I get home.
Fair enough. I gotta say, this is rather new, kind of, for me. I've been in the area before, but it's weird because it's either I'm usually with a noble or I'm with the garrison.
Well,
doing something out here for the military. I'm never really kind of been outside of Grand Huron for anything other than essentially work.
I
That
understand that.
sounds very familiar.
I understand that
Yes.
completely. I say,
Mizuno, it's just-
go ahead.
Sorry. No, it's okay. The moment has passed.
Fair enough. I'm more like you in the fact that I stayed in my home kingdom for a while. I was meant to take up the spot of royal protector of the royal family. I traveled here and from to different continents and met the other nobility, as well as trained with my auntie Ivani. She's why I'm so good with a blade and why I'm not the regular preppy noble kid who doesn't know how to get his hands dirty.
I see.
I have to say, the comment earlier about I feel bad for you was because for me and my kind, it's I'm drawing a blank on the word, but warming, I guess.
Comforting?
Comforting knowing that even though they're not in the Empire, that even something as simple as the weather that we're walking through now would be relatively similar for where the majority of my kind are located.
Well, I mean, for me,
And I feel bad because from what you're I feel bad for you because from what you're describing, it sounds like you don't even know the simple things like that could be going on over there.
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean,
I can't imagine like the kind of thought process. I guess
Well-
not thought process. Thought process isn't the word.
how
State
I'm,
of mind.
how I'm
State of
handling
mind,
it.
Yeah.
I mean, right now I'm still like I've never seen grasslands before because, like I said, it's more sheer cliff faces, waterfalls, tropical trees. Very beautiful, but this has its own beauty in its own way. And the temperature here, while it's not as the same as it would be back home, it's still comforting to know I'm out of water, but I'm not completely out of it yet.
Not completely isolated.
Exactly. I have some familiarity, and I have a drive to get home.
Hmm.
It keeps me focused and sharp, and it keeps me from wallowing in self-pity.
Well, that's always good.
Home's always a good place to go back to. He kind of just shakes his head for a second.
I agree on that.
Hmm.
Maybe one of these days I'll teach you some of the things that I learned at the university. I'm not as good as my brother, who's a blade singer, but I could teach you a few things.
Magic's not really my forte, but
Aldak's going to kind of mention, I've always been a little intrigued by some of the magic I've seen some of the knights wield. I was kind of hoping maybe eventually one day I'd be able to be able to do that. So I'd take you up on that offer.
Oh, well, trust me, some of the magic I've done is possibly the same here, but, Mizuno, have you heard of blade singing?
blade singing. It sounds familiar, but I can't exactly. He scratches his head. I can't exactly
if you'd like
put
to
my
roll,
finger on it.
sorry. If you'd
Oh,
like to
go
roll
ahead.
history to remember any sort of elven response to it, you can.
Sure, why not? Ow!
Yikes.
You
I-
remember nothing.
I guessed your roll on that. I was like, he's gonna get a 5. No, boy, that's weird. Anyway,
So you wouldn't remember anything regarding the term blade singing.
Yeah, it's unfamiliar to me, unfortunately.
well, blade singing is it's a deadly mix of wielding arcane and regular bladed weapons and almost being a fluid motion of body and mind. But it's not for soldiers, it's for mages. Just like Isse back here. My brother Damien is a wizard like him, but he specializes in blade singing. So he is specialized in fighting in the front lines, but the way that he would fight with a blade is different than how you two would. So instead of it being very rigid and harsh, he's very smooth and fluid with his motions, as well as wielding the ability to cast magic at the same time.
Interesting.
He
Can
moves.
I roll to see if I've seen that in the military or in the garrison somewhere? Or is that
okay? Yes. Roll me history.
history? Okay. You're having me make all the history rolls today, huh?
You will. I mean, what do you want from me?
Fuck it.
I like it.
This is roleplay, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you haven't recalled the exact same magics, but you do remember skirmishes with Khazra sorcerers near the borders between the Khazra plains and the Empire itself. Occasionally, when multiple Khazra knights would fall in a skirmish, a sorcerer would actually cause their blades to rise into the air and turn them into weapons. They wouldn't exactly, operate them with the same depth and skill as any swordsman, but they use their own telekinetic prowess to raise enemy blades and raise enemy and ally blades and use them against their enemies.
I'll kind of take a look at Cassian and say that reminds me of, and basically explain that in a really simplified version, and say it reminds me of some of these Khazra knights that when they'd fall, they'd send one of their sorcerers forward and basically be able to lift their swords with some form of magic that I have no way of explaining.
Yes.
And basically using their swords not in a standard way like you said, me
Yes.
and Mizuno and I do, but it would still be the sorcerer doing that.
Yes. That
Just kind of reminds me of that.
that's the beauty of bladesing, the fact that it's very unique to the individual. The way that my brother does it, and I've seen him do it in sparring matches with some of his fellow students, is he will drag the blunt edge of the blade along his palm and sing, and the blade will light up, and he will move as beautifully and much faster than I have ever seen him move in his life. It's almost as if he flips a switch. It's very unique to the individual and the user, and blade singers in my home country are very specialized and very few and far between.
Interesting.
But it's a very beautiful way of wielding magic and also having some beauty in the bloodshed.
I hate to say it, but I'm kind of from the school of hard knocks.
Uh,
I knew
to each their own.
Captain. He kind of raised me in a sense, but he went by Lupus Amacus. Very dwarfish dwarf, if that makes sense.
As dwarf as you can
Fat,
get.
harsh, one hell of a marine, but just one hell of a soldier in general, and one hell of a drill master.
I can imagine. I have respect for soldiers. They do the jobs that most would never sign up for, so I respect him and I respect you too as a result.
Aye, thank you.
Of course.
Soldiers are cowards. That is why we were created.
Are you built for war, Clank?
Yes, aren't you a smart one?
Am I?
Well, I do like
I was
to.
gonna say, Aldec's gonna look at Ulgu and say, so what about you, Ulgu? I'm pretty sure I know where you're from, but what's your situation?
I think Scythe might have
Died.
knocked himself out.
God damn it.
I love it.
Scythe?
Potentially.
Oh, okay, you're alive. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Not a particularly exciting story.
Well, it's a story all the same.
I'm sorry?
It's a story all the same. We'd love to hear it.
We got time.
Yeah, we're
I
just
don't
walking
think
down the road.
I don't think there's much worth repeating.
Not true, but
Come on, big
you
guy.
No, it's all right.
You ever miss it back home?
Not particularly.
It's all right.
Not particularly. You're the first person out of our group to say that.
I think that we should let Ulgu, if he would like to tell us another time, I think we should wait until he's comfortable. Just like Clank here. I don't think we should.
When he's not shit-faced.
I think that we should wait for our associates to become more comfortable. Some of us aren't as open and free-willed and willing to share knowledge about ourselves.
And others are bound by a warranty.
Yep,
Thank
and
you.
it is unfortunate, but hopefully we'll find that information out at some point.
Can we replace him because he's defective?
No, I've
No.
grown. I've taken a liking to Clank.
Yeah, he's starting to grow on you.
Yeah, he's starting to grow on me too. I still would like
Okay,
to know what
so
my threat level
Please
is.
make a smart ass comment. Please make a smart ass comment.
I am not a fungus. I do not grow on people.
I was thinking something along the lines of "I am not your armor."
Fair enough.
Okay. As you continue up the road, you can kind of hear some loud yelling. If anything, it seems to be cursing in Dwarvish.
I can understand Dwarves. What are they saying?
It's a little further up, beyond a small little hill, and you can't exactly make out what he's saying other than something goddamn wagon, something piece of something.
I'll
Something complete.
I'll wave everyone over to where the noise is. It off the road?
It is ahead of you. It's
Oh,
it seems to be on the road, but there is a little bit of a lip in the road, kind of a hill.
Uh-huh.
So you can't exactly see it, but you know it's beyond this.
I'll kind of point it out if I can see it, or if we're approaching it, and I'll yell at in Dwarvish. Is everything all right down there?
So as you go out beyond this lip, you can start to see that this to the left of you, the land is starting to switch a little bit into forest. So if you can, go ahead and place your
Oh
tokens right here at the
Lord!
bottom.
Why is there a battle map? Oh no!
Bottom.
Where's
Yeah,
there's
what-
no battle
So,
map. Oh wait,
right-
shit.
About right down here, if you would.
Oh, do we just pull?
because of Clank's fucking.
Yeah, I'd recommend turning down the size of people.
How do we pull our tokens? Oh, there it is.
You can
How do
yeah,
I-
you can grab it.
How do I turn down sizes?
In on the right when you go to settings,
Uh,
you can scroll down a little bit and you see chat avatars and you'll see player video / avatar size, and you can set that to small or even names only.
I set it to names only.
I am
fair enough.
currently not on a battle map. I'm still
you gotta pull your character
Oh
like.
no, it's because his character was outside of the players tab. I don't know why I pulled you out of. That is
Rip.
my fault. That's so you didn't see the Middle Empire thing that I was doing. Sorry. All right. You should all be on the battle map. I'm gonna put Isse down here.
Yeah, if we get into combat, you're
I'm
gonna have to open
probably
up this
gonna have to
description.
handle him. Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty.
But
Because Tato isn't here. I don't know what happened to him. Either he's got distracted by his girlfriend or he's asleep.
Can you just give me a sec? I need to quickly restart my Discord. It's
yeah, go for it.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go,
lagging a bit.
go for it.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
Did that work?
Yeah, it works.
Yes.
We can hear you. But yeah, I'll call out in Dwarvish. I'll be like, "Is everything all right down there?"
As the man kind of walks,
This is in
or
Dwarvish.
at least walks over. No, it's not all right. Why would you think it's all right?
Well, what's wrong?
Well, the axle on the wagon broke.
This is all in Dwarvish.
Yes, this is all in Dwarvish, or at least I'm saying this in Dwarvish. Would you like help repairing it?
I'm sorry. I need to stop looking at the memes channel whenever we're doing this, because fuck you, Ronald.
Dear Lord.
He's not even. Oh, yes.
Yes, actually, if you could. I don't know how to fix this.
All right. I'm going to come over. My compatriots are going to stay here.
I can follow if you
Okay.
want.
You can't understand. You can't. This isn't
Oh,
Dwarvish.
yeah, sorry.
What did he say in response closet?
Well, if you'd like to, I mean, okay.
All right, I'm coming over. And I'll switch back to
Clank is
common.
also coming. Clank can speak Dwarvish.
Clank, you come with me. We're gonna help this guy. We're going to help this guy repair his axle. Everyone else, watch our backs.
Hey, Alec, what are they saying?
No, this isn't
I
common. I've relayed this to common.
Oh, okay.
You've relayed the entire conversation.
I said, Clank, me and you are going over there. We're gonna help this guy fix his axle on his wagon. Everyone else, please watch over us. Make sure this isn't an ambush.
Sure thing.
And I guess me and Clank will walk over.
Okay. Yep.
I was gonna say, Alec will. I assume you guys will set up like right next to the carriage. Cause
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's at the back of the front wheel closet.
It's gonna be the back, this wheel right here.
Okay.
He kind of moves back a little bit to show you. When you get a little closer, you can see he's a bit of a nicer looking individual. He's got some fairly well maintained purple robes. Quite a bit of jewelry adorns his neck, and he's
coming.
I
Got
thought
a
we
bit
were all
of a-
staying back.
Well, yeah, this is back. Blocking their back. We don't want to be so far away that if they get attacked, we can't do anything.
He seems to have like a bit of a ironwood scepter with a golden kind of hammer piece at the top.
Hmm.
Well, it's good to see the axle broke, and I'm on my way to the city, and I can't carry these goods myself.
All right. Give us a minute. We'll see what the damage is and see if we can fix it with what we have on us. Do you have a tool kit or anything in the back that we could use?
Well, so one moment. Just kind of rummages in the back of the wagon very quickly. Oh, I have these. Oh, yes, I have carpenter's tools.
All right, that'll be just fine.
Why is your thing turning so violently?
Clank, can you give me a hand with this?
You have to be more specific.
Can you give
Clank
me
wishes
a
to rip
hand?
off his hand
Do
and
you-
throw it at you.
Do you have a familiarity with carpenter's tools?
I have a familiarity with Smith's tools.
All
I have
right.
those two. Would you require those?
No, Clank has the Smith tools.
All right. I'm gonna call out to Mizuno and Aldak. Do any of you have any familiarity with carpenter's tools?
Surprisingly, no, unfortunately.
All right. Well, we're just gonna jimmy rig this then. Can I make a perception check to see if I can fix this without carpenter's tools?
Sorry. Oh, yes, but what were you saying, Roy?
I was going to say I can lift the cart while you change.
Yes, please. Can you lift the cart while I inspect this?
That is what I just said, so I can do it.
Thank you very much.
Roll me flat strength, Royal. Not saving throw, just strength.
Come on, baby.
Ooh, okay. So you lift the wagon with these, and you can tell that there is quite a bit of goods inside. So if you want to roll me a perception, all right. So while the axle did break, it is something that you might be able to replace or at least fix. At least a patch job, so he can make his way into the city.
Yeah, then I'll do that.
Just so we don't have to run through adding that to your thing. Second, roll me a d20 plus your intelligence mod.
Okay, so that's a D20. I don't know how to do the addition, so
Plus
just
3.
that 10.
So you do manage to get a little haphazard patch. Merchant looks a little concerned. Are you sure that's what you could do?
I mean, from what we have available, I'm not very familiar with carpenter's tools, but if you would like to,
That
do,
one that points to Clank.
well, Clank, would you like to double check this and see if it's sufficient or possibly reinforce it? Me and Mizuno can hold up the cart.
I was gonna say, can I be rolling perception to see if there's like any as keeping an eye out?
Actually, yeah. Do me a favor. Roll me perception.
Just as
Or
a-
also, what's your passive perception?
mine.
Yes.
What do you mean?
So underneath your skills, you should see. If you look underneath your skills, you should see passive wisdom or perception, which I think yours is 12.
Mine's a 15.
Under skills, you said?
Underneath your skills, yeah, you'll see a passive perception.
Oh, yeah, 12.
Yeah, mine's a 15, by the way.
So you want me to roll?
Roll me perception if you'd like. Yeah. All right. You can't exactly notice anything specific. However, you are rather entranced by the grasses blowing back and forth in the in the fields.
Do I
Like space out.
closet? Do I sense anything from my passive or no?
No, not quite.
Okay.
Or actually, give me 1 second.
15 is a passive.
Clank would
Yeah,
like to
thank
use
you,
his
thank you.
sentry abilities.
Well, Clank, I was going to
Okay.
swap you
What's yours?
spots.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
So that way Clank could reinforce this patch job for this individual. I'm gonna need some help holding up the cart. I'm fairly average, but I could use some help.
I can do it.
Alright, come over here and help lift this while Clank takes a look.
Okay,
Alright,
on 3.
Alright, 1, 2, huh?
Both of you roll me flat strength, would you? Oh wow. Okay. So you both lift the cart with some. Well, I don't want to say with ease again, but that's what happens. Anyways, Royal, if you'd like to investigate the
With some
patchwork.
alacrity.
There you go.
Holy shit, Isse, where'd you come from?
Kind of, but alacrity's you still got a point. Okay, yeah, investigation is exactly what I was gonna. So looking at it, you think the patch job is sufficient, that it should get him to the city.
Hurry up, Tin Man. This is a little
Yeah,
heavy.
it's a lot heavier than it looks.
I have doubts on the elf's craftsmanship. I would like to have a second look.
Yes, please do. I would love to have some follow-ups,
Tell you what, roll me investigation again.
please.
So you take a little bit more time, just drinking in all the different.
Oh, I should have stretched.
Such a terrible. Why closet?
I know.
Ugh.
You stare at it for quite a bit and realize this job isn't very good. It should last them a bit, but it probably won't last them all the way up to the city. But it should last him enough that he'll be able to walk there and get some assistance.
I would also like to have an attempt at reconstructing after making my assumption. I would like to tell the dwarf I would like to have an attempt, but it may make it better, it may make it worse. I want him to be aware of that.
Just please hurry.
Oh,
What
please,
do you
please
have
go.
in here? Marble?
Yeah, what are you carrying?
I have my assorted wares. What else would I be carrying?
Why is it so heavy?
It's a cart. What kind of question is that?
We're such assholes.
It's a cart!
Roll me a d20 plus 3.
Oh,
So if I
fuck.
just say /r d20 plus 3 it works, or is it all one word?
It'll be like that.
Well, you got
Fuck
the
thing.
intelligence mod now.
You can also hover over dice and go to the advanced dice. Remember?
Oh.
Yikers.
Oh no,
As you
dude.
attempt to fix the axle, you come to the conclusion that the first thing you need to do is hit the patch job with your hammer. Doing this not only shatters the axle, but does serious damage to the frame of the wagon.
Oh, okay. Mizuno, let's slowly lower this. What the fuck?
Making it impossible to repair the wheel.
Oh, you.
I tell-
Oh, Clank, what did you do? Mother.
I look at the dwarf man. This is what happens when you let an elf construct things. This was all his fault.
Miserable! What? Why did I ask you people for help? I could have.
To be fair,
What the fuck? What are you listening to?
Some very weird animation.
The dwarf kind of yells, "Why?" Okay, calm down.
Sir, I do have to apologize for my friend.
Just stop. Just be quiet for one moment.
What's he saying?
He'd be saying this in common now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Say what you're going to say.
Okay. One, I'm sorry for my associate. For some reason, breaking your axle, I'm not sure where that train of thought came in. And two, please don't yell at me. I've had a very rough day. I am this close to snapping.
You had a...
Sir.
Okay,
That was the incorrect statement, you idiot.
It was absolutely the wrong.
Okay, disregard what I said secondly. I am very sorry that my associate broke your axle.
With the yelling, Aldec's gonna zone back in from like being spaced out from the grass. We're like, what? What's going on?
I can offer to make your cart a sled.
I don't think that will work. Especially on a paved road.
Make it into a...
Replaced wheel with skid. It slide, not roll. You'll be moving.
So you're going to remove the other axle. You're going to remove the wheels.
And replace them with skids.
Do you have skids?
There is trees next to us.
Do we have an axe?
I have a big hammer. He has carpenter's tools.
Clank, do you have any idea how long that would take?
That would take a long time that we can't afford to have.
Time is not a matter to me. I cannot die.
So, no, hold on, wait. You were rushing us out of the city to do this, and now you're willing to spend possibly a day or two fixing this wagon.
Correct.
You noticed the hypocrisy in that, correct?
Negative. This city smell like fish.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Can he just give Cassian a glare? We should have taken the
I know. I'm very aware. Regardless,
I
sir.
did tell the dwarf that it could get better or worse.
Look, sir, and I'll refer back to the dwarf. The last thing you probably want is our continued help. If you would like us to leave, just say so. If not, we can see about making this wagon a sled to at least get you to town and then replace the axle.
His horse wouldn't be able to drag it.
That is true. Oh, fuck's sake.
This is a smooth road.
How much would it cost to repair a closet?
To repair the wagon?
The axle, not any other damage.
Axle. Now remember, Clank had shattered this axle so badly that he had caused some serious damage to the wagon. In most cases, this would be a case of get a new wagon. Repairing it isn't really a feasible thing, but possible. It's not something that's would have like a direct price. You'd have to find somebody to fix it.
Okay, never mind.
If you would like us to leave you alone, we can continue on our way. We will apologize, or we can spend time trying to figure it out.
I'm sorry for getting so angry. Had you not have come along, I mean, I would be in the same position I am now.
Was there anything that...
I do not see his reaction as particularly unreasonable, or am I like his?
No, I'm sorry that I blew up in that second statement. I apologize as well. We both had bad days. We need to sort this out.
Well, since we're here, I'm sure you're coming from the city, yes?
Yes, we're coming from the city right now. We're heading to the Black Fort.
Black Fort. What? Before that.
Yeah, we are.
Any news? Anything of note lately?
From Grand Huron?
Yes.
Still looks like fish.
When does it not?
Not much in terms of world news, I don't think. It's about the same as it was probably that you imagined.
Oh, okay. Well,
We haven't seen any bandits along the road so far.
News of the braziers being lit reached there.
The news of the what now?
The brazier. you know,
You're lagging on my end. I cannot
Yeah,
understand.
just a
what you're
little
saying.
bit. You're lagging just a little bit on my end. Yeah.
Let me see if I got some packet loss. Oh, I didn't have any. What? I didn't have any packet loss. I don't know what that was about. That might have been just me not holding down my push to talk correctly.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was also me because you sound a lot clearer now.
Okay. Okay. Well, did you hear about the braziers being lit? Or the brazier?
Aldak, would you have any knowledge?
history to see what
Both you and Mizuno can roll this with advantage. For if you want to roll history with advantage.
Alrighty.
And then Corporal if you want to roll it as well. Okay. Recalling whenever he says the brazier, you have there's what forms as a very deep pit in your stomach. One very common fable, or even not exactly fable, but folklore in the Empire, is the brazier of summoning, which sits atop the throne of King Konik. When the king himself determines a threat to the Empire, or is betrayed by an Imperial, the brazier is lit through his will. From there, what most people consider the incinerators, one is formed from the brazier and is set to task to the king's will. The task is always only known to the king himself, and incinerators are almost myth, if anything. The last thing you remember is the last time an incinerator had ever been summoned was almost 300 to 400 years ago.
That's
What?
not a good sign. I kind of look at Aldak.
Yeah?
Yes,
Oh dear.
yes. We're not quite. No one's sure why. No one even saw the incinerator leave the throne room. There was just one day, supposedly, one of the king's servants entered the throne room, and the brazier was lit. So who knows? Maybe the incinerator is walking the fields now.
Interesting. How long ago was it lit?
Nobody knows. No one saw. People. They're only allowed to enter the throne room once a month.
And how many months ago was that?
For the sake of our well, hold on before he goes on with that. For the sake of our friends, a couple of our friends are new to the country, continent, whatever you want to call it. Could you possibly explain it to them so they can understand?
Where do I start? Oh, yes, well, as you know, the, King Konik was the first king of the Empire, and, with the first 28, the 28 traitors who betrayed the king during the rebellion, who eventually returned for penance. And he kind of looks up a little bit, I think. Right, yes. Okay. So, they returned for penance, and the King Konik gave them an offer. They had supported the vampires for so long, and they couldn't just come back without paying a price, so they were absorbed into the brazier. So now, whenever the Empire is under great threat, King Konik summons one of these souls from the brazier, and they become an incinerator. When they succeed their task, they can then go to Elysium. Something like that. I'm not really sure, to be honest. It's just... I know the general story, but not all of it.
Grave threat? What grave threat is there to the Empire currently?
Nobody knows. It just happened. The last time this happened was almost 400 years ago. During, like, the first Khazra invasions.
Well, I think we should table that for now and figure out how to get you out of the situation, sir, because I do feel bad that your axle was shattered, and I want to help in any way I can.
Well, these lands are too dangerous. They're not... I suppose I'm safe here for now. I could hide my supplies and find the nearest town, I suppose. There's not too many off the King's Road. Well, there's quite a few off the King's Road, apologies.
Well,
Hmm.
I guess all we can do is wish you safe travels, and hopefully you can at least get your goods to Grand Huron safely and without any damage that we've already unintentionally caused.
We could purchase some of his goods to alleviate some of the weight he has to bury.
I don't think we have the money for that.
Should we give him money?
Well, tell you what, and you're heading to the Black Fort, yes?
Yes.
Aye.
As he kind of heads back to the back of his wagon, as a token of my apology for yelling at you, he grabs a couple of these kind of pouches. Here are some wineskins, as he kind of tries to pass it out to you.
Oh. Alright.
Excellent wine from Grand Montaigne. I'm not quite sure of the vintage, but it tastes very well. I'm not the biggest aficionado of wines, but the taste is excellent.
Hmm.
Oh, well, many thanks, friend.
Are you going to Grand Huron to set up shop permanently, or are you a wandering merchant?
No. I am a bit of a nomad, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well.
I don't want to keep you any longer. So,
Before we leave, I don't believe we've caught each other's names. It's a little rude, but you know how things happen, and such and so forth.
Right, yes. And he kind of stretches out his hand. Call me Tiberius.
Tiberius. I'm Cassian, and hopefully we can meet in one of the other great cities of the Empire, and I can serve you a drink for yelling at you as a way of recompense.
Yes, I'd appreciate it.
My name is Clank.
Yes, I see.
Pleasure meeting you, Sir Tiberius. My name is Aldak.
Nice to meet you. Maybe we could meet in my brother owns a tavern not too far from here, or in Grand Huron actually, on the port.
What's the name of the tavern?
The Salty Spray.
Oh, no.
Have we been to the Salty Spray?
Yes, that was the one with the go.
What?
You know, I believe
their uncle.
I believe that we've actually been there. I will say your brother has excellent goat milk. I believe I was the only one to order it. It was phenomenal.
Scythe, it was the tavern we went to where the barkeep started throwing moldy bread at his kids.
I was not there for that.
Oh, I
You
thought
ordered the milk.
Yeah.
I remember that part.
Oh, dude. It's okay. It's okay.
Anyways, I was like, as Tiberius responds, you drank the milk, I suppose. I don't know why he has that.
I don't know either, but it was a
At
good.
the same time, why would you order milk at a tavern?
I wasn't feeling alcohol. It was a bit early,
Because I do not drink.
and he also doesn't
kinda,
drink.
Peers over. Okay, there you go. I was wondering. But then why would you? Okay, you know.
Well,
what? I'm not
for
gonna
me,
ask
for
you.
me, it was a bit early to be drinking alcohol, so that's why I ordered.
I suppose. Anyways, I will leave you to it. I will figure out my situation here. Do not worry about me. I'm sure I'll be safe.
All right, well,
Best of luck, my friend.
yep, best of luck.
As he kind of just steps to the back of his cart and waves you off a little.
I do feel bad for ruining his wagon.
That's all right. He says
How
that he'll be
far are
able to
we
fix
from
it.
the town?
I mean, we just hit the fork in the road, so we can't be too far from town.
Closet.
You're asking about that town I mentioned?
No, how far are we from Grand Huron?
You've been traveling.
Wherever we.
So you've been traveling for a couple hours. Remember that Horv said the nearest town to Grand Huron is about a day's walk, or the nearest actual town off the King's Road is about a day's walk from Grand Huron.
Well, technically, I count as a large-sized creature. I could probably carry this like a hand cart.
Well, I suppose you could.
Yeah, but he's going to Grand Huron, and I think it's gonna take longer for us to walk to where we're going than it is for him to walk to Grand Huron.
Yes, but could we not guarantee any form of payment?
What do you mean?
Gave
For,
us
like...
wineskin.
He gave us wineskins, but also we're
As
kind of
recompense for yelling at him, which I don't
Yeah,
even
but you're
entirely
talking
think was
about- You're talking about bringing his cart back to Grand Huron.
Yeah.
I mean, talk to the rest of your party. see
I mean,
they're
if
willing to do
if,
that.
if the cart's still here and if we can find the priest in like a quick enough time frame, I'm down for escorting the wagon back to Grand Huron. But I kind of want.
Depends if.
Yeah, I was gonna say, keep in mind we're on a mission here too.
Yeah.
I don't give a
Well,
fuck what
it
that-
depends. Are we past the point of no return?
No,
far
we're
as I
I
know,
no
don't
we're.
mean
like an
bad
hour
way, but
outside
are we
the
past
city?
halfway.
I was gonna say maybe like 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, we're like a 2 or 3 hour walk outside the city. That's not gonna be a big fucking difference. And we could potentially get some kind of shit out of it.
At the same time, do you want to be in debt to houseless cars for any longer than you have to?
The difference of a few hours isn't gonna mean shit.
Okay, hold on. How about this?
Well, think of it this way: a difference of a few hours might change the outcome of you meeting the priest.
Exactly. Can I point the fang towards the road to Black Fort? Can I tell by like the intensity or like the look of it how close we might be?
The fang itself doesn't seem to have a level of intensity. It just seems to turn on or off.
Then yeah, I can't really tell where how close we are to him, and frankly, I'd rather not chance it. I have a very bad gut feeling that if we do take the extra time to escort this wagon back to Grand Huron via handcart, it could end badly.
There's no hand carting about it. I
No.
can literally pick up the whole fucking front of this.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Handcart it. That's what I was alluding to.
Again, if it wouldn't be too much of an issue for our dwarf friend, we are heading in the direction of that new closer town. It might be a step back for him, but it would be better than, waiting in the woods alone.
Yeah.
I'll be, and the Tiberius kind of pipes up. I'll be entirely honest with you folks. I don't know you, so I don't necessarily feel too comfortable traveling with you.
Fair, fine. Let's get going.
Onwards. Clank does not.
Alright, well,
require
safe travels.
to be here any longer.
Okay, I'm sure I'll be fine. Please don't worry about me. I have plenty of supplies to keep me safe.
Alrighty, Tiberius, take it easy.
You too. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Bro,
Left
it
or
is
right?
Is fucking late.
Yeah, we can. If you really need to, we can go ahead and call it here in a bit. But let's get you off of this little battle map. So
The tooth say.
when you kind of fan the or 6 since you have the fang.
Yeah.
So when you fan the fang across the fork in the road, it does seem to glow whenever you point to the left.
Yeah. I'm not moving the token on the battle map. I'm just
Yeah, that's
assuming
fine.
that we're walking that way.
Gotcha. I'm gonna put you back onto the screen, the little Empire screen. So Scythe, I know it's late for you. If you guys are interested in continuing a little longer,
Yeah, don't end it on my account.
I'm
just letting you know.
It's late and I'm complete silence is expected of me, and I need to piss.
oh, gotcha. So tell you what, we can. Sorry about the fucking marketing count is taking a lot longer than I expected. I thought you guys would have gotten here earlier.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to take that long either, but it is what it is.
So yeah, making on your way. The next session is actually going to take a couple hours after the you've traveled here. So for all intents and purposes, you guys are going to have actually gone it's going to be about like maybe 6-7 hours when the next session starts. Since I'm going to do a little bit more of a milestone system here, I'm going to say you guys are going to be level 2 for the next session.
W. So do we take our level now?
Yeah, go ahead and add your level now. I know
Dope.
technically we're supposed to wait for a long rest, but you can go ahead and knock yourselves up to level 2 for the next session.
I'm gonna roll
Um,
my hit points. W.
As always, I'm gonna try and get you guys some more like information about like, especially for those of you who have characters that have like deeper backgrounds in this. I'll try to update things as well. There is the associates and acquaintances page. If you have anyone you guys want to keep, you guys all have access to that. That has like the list of people you've met, and I'll try to keep that updated as much as I can. Do you guys have anything else you want me to like keep track of? I might be forgetting.
I mean,
I don't believe so.
yeah, I think that's it.